thing that's funny about this is it's the wrong guy. JD saw in the news yesterday that they've replaced Tim Russert on Meet the Press with David Gregory.
Okay. And
because he had never heard of him, went and pulls an audio clip online.
Found it on YouTube.
So they didn't know if this would be a good person to be the moderator, Meet the Press.
Listen to it. What do you mean it's wrong?
Two.
Hang on a second.
That's why I said it sounds odd.
Well, the reason it sounds odd is it ain't the right guy.
White folks tricked him. You went in that big old black pot and said, here, white boy, you black. This is what this about. And what we black, I wish Bill Clinton was here, so I would apologize to him for you black folks. Now, I mean that. See, you black folks tricked him. You went in that big old black pot.
What is it, Trey?
And you thought this was
David Gregory.
David Gregory,
the new host of Meet the Press.
Looked up on YouTube.
And said, here, white boy, you black. And then you went back in that black pot and said, here, Obama.
I think in this clip, they're talking about Clinton, or he's talking about Clinton and how the black people tricked him.
Okay.
Said, here, you black now.
You ain't black enough. What kind of fool is you? Huh? What kind of fool is you? Huh? You, the Ku Klux Klan did not say Obama too white. You did. And so if Bill was here, I said, Bill, I'm going to apologize to you.
Really a political analysis of the election. I realize he's a little over the top for the job.
That's Dick Gregory.
Oh, who's that?
Black comedian. Believe he's a black activist. I don't believe he got the gig.
Oh. All right. Maybe. Okay.
It'd be entertaining as hell.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. That's something I actually might watch Meet the Press.
I mean, Russert, Brokaw, and Dick Gregory.
Mm-hmm. Nice little balance.
Russert won't be there.
Well, I realize that.
But you're thinking it's being consistent with the moderators in the past.
I don't think it's consistent. That's why it's new. That's why it could work. I told you I thought it was a little over the top.
White folks tricked him. You went in that big old black pot and said, here, white boy, you black. This is what this about. And what we black, I wish Bill Clinton was here, so I would apologize to him for you black folks. Now, I mean that. See, you black folks tricked him.
I don't believe they've ever had a black moderator of Meet the Press. 2 reasons. Black people are not going to get up on Sunday to watch that crap.
Well, we've never had a black president either. Perfect time to break away and start something new.
Most people don't watch Meet the Press. Only people in talk radio are somebody with absolutely no Sunday planned.
That's why I thought...
Or you got a hangover and you can't make it to the remote.
That's why I thought this would be funny and would work. Maybe they're going in a different direction.
They would be if this was the right guy.
You went in that big old black pot and said, here, white boy, you black.
Now go set up camp in Harlem. What was the reason that Bill and Hillary set up their offices in Harlem?
Bill, he got, cheap real estate.
Okay.
No. And he got a bunch of investors and said, let's go in there, let's revitalize Harlem. And, Bill had a very strong black following, and so he wanted to be in New York City.
Well, they told me I was black. I might as well get the address.
Has it worked out okay? There have been no issues, obviously.
No, he's brought billions to Harlem. I mean,
all right, so there has been an influx of
absolutely
cash into that sector.
That's why Manning hates him.
Why?
Because he's really is responsible for really revitalizing Harlem and bringing all these investors in. And now, in Harlem, you have a Gap, you have Old Navy, you have all these retailers, and the real estate has gone up astronomically. So
all right, Reverend Manning, what is it called? Outlaw. It's his church. It's right in the middle of Harlem.
But that's why he wants for everyone to boycott Harlem, shut everything down. And so the people that founded Harlem and are the blood, sweat, and tears of Harlem.
But you got money coming into Harlem that actually could support that church now, as opposed to struggling on their own before Clinton set up shop there.
But he doesn't like the fact that the people that once lived there and lived there for years can't afford to live there anymore, so they're having to move elsewhere. So he wants to take
Well, that's a whole reason you revitalize an area.
Exactly. So let's keep it the way it was.
I don't have a home now. I've been revitalized.
So keep it depressed, keep it down, keep the thugs in there and drugs.
Well, that's his whole message is for outlaw is, is
what does outlaw stand for?
Basically the land where everything is blessed, something.
Okay.
Is for everyone to boycott everything in Harlem. Don't buy from anything. Let everything go to hell, and then they'll buy it back. I mean, it's like a modern day land grab, really, if it worked. And then they can be basically black owned, and the people that founded Harlem and made it what it is, have been there for years, can move back and live there affordable.
So Manning's whole philosophy is to what?
Boycott Harlem.
Daniel, pull that as a sound clip, yes.
You got it.
Thank you.
3/19/24.
Bump that up together with Trey's bad news about Atlanta. All right. Anything else going on? I see Gavin's not here again.
Yeah, where's he been all week? That's odd.
I don't know. He showed up a couple hours late yesterday. Left at 7. Didn't see him at all. What is today? Thursday? Mm-hmm. Barely saw him on Tuesday. He was here long enough yesterday for us to odorize his office.
With the scary clown. I laughed all the way home last night.
It wasn't the scary clown that was the issue. In fact, we sprayed liquid ass all over it.
Just close comment. You're mean. So funny.
I really thought, because he's got this phobia with clowns, he'd be afraid to pull it off the backside of his door. He immediately grabbed it and chunked it in the hall.
I guess
so. Either he's been jacking with us on his clown phobia.
Man, that's hard to believe, because I've seen him react, and I've seen him try to act and react, and that was a reaction.
I'm sorry, but there are some things that will make you overcome your phobia. That bad karma, liquid ass, whatever the hell that stuff is, that is so rancid. I think you could, I think even Chloe would go grab a spider and throw it if that was the choice of the two.
Take that, when Gavin comes in, take the clown mask. We've got the demonic one. Mm-hmm. Spray it with the liquid ass bad karma. Chunk it in there and see what he does. I really thought he'd leave it in there for hours.
That stuff is just so putrid.
I got to smell it again. I don't know why.
Oh, why?
You didn't get enough yesterday?
The other one I could do. That one I just can't.
You never grab something that just has a stench and smell it just...
Yeah.
Because it stinks?
The liquid ass, yeah. It just stinks, and it stinks in that weird... It takes me to the Stockyards days. Cowboys. Billy Bob's.
This,
that one.
This bad karma.
It smells like death. Okay, let me smell it.
It really does. It smells like an appearance. When they get really, the listeners get really fried, and they want to ask about anything. Yeah, and it's got to be hot, so the inside of their mouth is bacon.
I'll tell you, that reminds me. I don't know why I can't.
Let me try it.
One more.
Okay.
Nah. There, try it.
Okay. Okay. That was stupid.
This is better than ammonia if somebody actually passed out.
Oh, yeah. Just squirt it under their nose. Perfect.
Anybody else?
No.
Yeah.
There.
God! God! Oh!
It's like having a sore on your thumb. You keep squeezing it. I don't know. Alfie, have you ever smelled this?
Yeah, it ain't pleasant.
Oh, all right.
I accidentally stumbled upon it one day in the office.
Oh,
What?
Did you spray some?
Did you spray some?
No, I didn't floss today. That's partially what it smells like. Just somebody with rancid teeth that got to stand 6 inches from you because they think because they're drunk you went deaf.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it reminds. I took a weightlifting class in college, and it's a cliche, but there was a French guy who was always in there, and he had the most horrific body odor. Anyone, I mean, it would clear out the gym. It would make you gag and vomit, and your eyes tear up. And that's just about it.
What would it be in his diet to make him be that rancid?
I don't know. I mean, even the football players, he would come in there, and everyone would have to go to the other side of the gym. And it's like he was oblivious of it, but it was just putrid, and that's pretty close to it.
There was a guy when I worked at an oldie station. I'd work till 7 o'clock. He'd come in at 7. He'd actually come in about 6:15 and start pulling his music. That's when music was on carts. Mm-hmm. So you'd have to pull like oldie station because the songs were shorter. You'd have to pull like 30 carts an hour. So he'd come in and pull his entire 5 hours. And he had this smell like somebody had dropped a shut down Taco Bell on him and had sat in the sun on the beach for a while. You couldn't get away from it. He didn't get anywhere close to me, maybe 8-9 feet, but it would just come over and sit with you. What are you doing?
Quit smelling it. You getting used to it?
I believe so.
Oh my God. The liquid acid I can do now.
It almost smells like when you found that sweet spot and you
No.
you dug around and you're done itching.
No, it doesn't.
You come back and you give it a quick sniff for just a body check.
That's your own smell. This is not your own smell. This is somebody else's.
Well, then I'll put it down.
Thank you.
All right. Anything before we get started?
Yes, regarding the Avery situation. Russ, how would you know if the term sloppy seconds is offensive? You're not a woman. If an ex referred to me as a sloppy second, I would come unglued. It's absolutely offensive, and it shows everybody what a jerk that hockey player is. And the guys on his team don't even like him and don't want him back.
Well, sloppy seconds isn't something that's gender related. I'm sure almost all of my exes talk about me being their sloppy seconds.
I don't think so. It's more of a term toward females. It's more
that's the upside, but I'm sure chicks could also use it.
They probably could.
Now, what's the last part? That's the
guys on his team don't like him and don't want him back.
I didn't know that.
It was in part of the story today. Who's the coach? Hitchcock? Tippett.
Why do you want to help him?
Sorry.
Well, Hitchcock used to be the guy.
It still is.
But no, it's not.
Good evening.
Sorry. Anyway, he said that he's going to have a hard time bringing him back into the locker room.
Because of that one freaking comment?
Yep. For whatever reason.
It's not that. It's something that, obviously, if he's been with the team since June, July, there are things behind the scenes that we don't know about. Because the players aren't just going to turn on him because he called a couple of his exes sloppy seconds.
No, they didn't like him before then.
Well, I know. I said something's got to be leading up to it. I just don't know what it is. Since I don't follow hockey or anything else with people in it.
I think he's just an ass. And he's basically, I think they deem him bad for the team morale. And this is kind of one of those.
So he's somebody the Stars could lose, and it wouldn't really create that big of a vacancy.
I think it might create a vacancy, but I think he may very well be a kind of a former Terrell Owens of hockey, where at a certain point he's a more, he's more liable than he is a positive to the team, and
loose cannon,
kind of. Yeah.
Tyrell, calm down. I tell you, the beginning of when he started with the Cowboys, I didn't stand him at all. I don't know that a lot of people did. Now I like the guy. Yeah, you appreciate the sense of humor, and he catches balls. He wants the ball. When he gets out there, he looks like he's trying to play.
He's come back around. I didn't like him at all either. I think I didn't like him longer than you didn't, just because I saw the arrogance continue and the whole, we'd be winning if I'd be getting the ball. Well, yes and no. You dropped a lot of them, too.
Well, but you also still want a player that wants the ball. You don't want somebody that's complacent that just goes out there, okay, well, I didn't get any balls, I didn't make any plays. They can't blame me for this loss.
I guess, but also there's that fine line you cross over. Give me the ball, we'll win. Hey, it's a team. It really is a team.
Okay, well, let the other team watch. Well, they have other things to do while I'm scoring.
Yeah, but he doesn't just always score.
Well, not all the passes to him are going to be perfect.
Not perfect.
Look who's been throwing them. Did you find a story on the Dallas Stars? Is that what you were looking for? Or
Yeah.
Just digging around.
No, I'm still waiting for it to pull up.
What's wrong with that computer and your internet connection?
It's not the internet connection. It's just slow. I think I've been using this laptop for, 3-4 years?
I'll get you a new one. What speed is that one? 3?
On a scale of 10?
No, I mean like megahertz.
It could be. It was one of the station laptops.
Why? So far, we didn't have any chicks call yesterday who were twisted about the sloppy seconds comment.
I haven't heard any on any station. I listened up and down the dial. I haven't heard anybody, really, chicks that got that twisted off by it.
Well, like I said yesterday, Mark Davis went off on it, made it a horrendous comment, something beyond anything else that's ever been broadcast. And he had mostly old ladies who called.
Oh, okay. Well, he is that.
Who had an issue with the sloppy seconds and the complete lack of respect for women. He wasn't really making that comment at his exes. It was the guys who were dating his exes. It was a slam. It was something just to get them twisted. It wasn't any more than that. And if you read anything into that, you're as stupid as anybody else that was offended.
Simply to stir him up for the game. I don't think he knew how bad it would be. What the reaction would be.
I think it's one of those things.
There's no way to really anticipate that because it's not bad.
It's not.
It's disrespectful, but it's not bad. And it's certainly not as bad as going out on the ice and knocking somebody's front plate out.
That's true.
What is it, Trey?
I think it's one of those things, kind of like a Pac-Man, kind of like a T.O. I think had it been any other player or 99% of the league, it would have gotten scolded, reprimanded, but not suspended, not called to New York to meet with Gary Bettman because of who it is. And obviously he has kind of a checkered past with the league. They came down a lot harder on him.
Is his past checkered like Pac-Man, so where there have been off-the-field incidents where local and state authorities have intervened?
I don't believe so. It's been much more on the ice and him being a constant irritant.
Well, that's what they want. But then that's the whole idea. When they revamped hockey, they wanted still some edge to it. They wanted to speed the game up, but you still wanted the emotional mind F out there.
But it's kind of like that deal with the goalie and him standing in front of the goalie and just going, I'm not touching you.
Yeah.
Although, if you were going to say, yeah, strategically, good move, but everyone in hockey got pissed off about it because it's just something you're not supposed to do. And that's why they immediately that night made a rule.
He didn't touch the guy. He didn't slap him. He didn't get within his zone.
But you're talking about a sport that's, over 100 years old, and they're very religious about it.
They beat the piss out of other players.
I know, but there's still an honor to it.
What the honor of what? How honorable is it to get your puss shoved into a glass and have somebody beat on you till you go through it? Oh, look, a fan.
That's
not.
I'm not
called
slamming
names afterwards. Apparently,
I'm not slamming it. I like watching it. I used to love to watch Luddy play. He didn't play that much. Mostly he sat in the box and steamed. But that was the big draw. You got a fast-moving game. The scoring was a little slow, but you always had. If people went to NASCAR knew that there would never be any wrecks, half that place would clear out.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing with hockey. They want to see somebody get pummeled. But if you just say something that doesn't come off too well towards your past, then you get popped.
You should have left him on the ice. Find him if you're really that upset. Find him some kind of money and leave him on the ice and let people watch those two guys go at it.
And it's like Luddy said also. You went to the birthplace of hockey. Had he not been one of the main the original six where he did it, he might have gotten off with more of us. But because he went to Canada, went to Calgary, and said,
okay, let me ask you this. Since from what I can glean from this, hockey is a respectable sport. It's a sport of ethics. The sport of honor.
On the yes.
All supported by Lord Stanley.
Okay.
The same cup that Luddy had in a swimming pool with a bunch of topless dancers floating in it after they won the cup back in the 90s.
I'm talking about on the ice.
Which part of the honor am I not visualizing?
I'm talking about on the ice. I mean, you're talking about it. I mean, there were players in the 90s when the NHL instituted the helmet rule.
What Avery said was off the ice. And everything Luddy was doing with his Stanley Cup, everything that he was doing with it was off the ice.
But that is in celebration. Everyone, I mean, that cup has probably been in some of the strangest places.
By the time Luddy was done with it, and all those chicks had been in there and let different things loose, it looked like a big Frosty cup.
And that's probably not the worst thing that cup has ever seen.
Now, is that the real cup that travels around, or is that just a knockoff in case somebody loses it?
I've always heard they had two, but don't.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Sean Avery, accompanied by the man who charged forward and signed him in Dallas, stars Koji and Brett Hull, will meet with NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman today in the league's New York office. Whether the ruling is on Avery's whatever the ruling is on Avery's comments, it's fairly certain that he's out of the picture in Dallas and that the team must find a way to dispose of his 4-year, $15.5 million contract. The Stars, who many thought were on the rise after last season's impressive playoff run, are in disarray both on and off the ice. Combination of injuries to key players, poor performances, and questionable front office decisions, especially acquiring an ongoing distraction that was evident as early as the preseason, meaning Avery, has the club taking on water. Avery, or at least his publicist, released this apology last night. Have you heard this?
No. And I still contend either he's going to opt for it or the NHL is going to insist on it. Something to do with sensitivity training. He's going to go to rehab because he uttered the word sloppy seconds.
Sensitivity training in hockey, that just sounds so absurd.
There's going to be... That's the only way that people get out of issues like this. You got the black guy on one of the NBC dramas that...
Gay slam.
Yeah, throughout the gay slur, he had to go through sensitivity training. And I still think they popped him from the
Grey's Anatomy.
But that's one.
But that was his only hope is to look. I'm going to step
rehab.
I'm going to step back. I'm going to take a look at me, my life, and the way that I view other people. I've decided I was right. And Trey's right. They still popped him from the series. What's the rest of the story, Dan?
All right. I'm going to read this statement that he...
This is from Avery.
I think this is his publicist, but you tell me what you think.
All right.
I would like to sincerely apologize for my off-color remarks to the press yesterday from Calgary. I should not have made those comments, and I recognize that they were inappropriate. It was a bad attempt to build excitement for the game, but I am now acutely aware of how hurtful my actions were. I caused unnecessary embarrassment to my peers as well as people I've been close with in the past. I apologize for offending the great fans of the NHL, the commissioner, my teammates, my coaching staff, and the Dallas Stars management and ownership. As many of you know, I like to mix it up on and off the ice from time to time, but understand that this time I took it too far.
He made a freaking joke. It wasn't anything more than that. It wasn't racist. It wasn't really misogynistic. Just said, guys, and he's right. It's accurate. Some of the chicks he's dated have gone off and just popped from NHL player to NHL player. And why that model chick is now dating Pafoof, I still can't get my hands around that. There are other guys in pro sports that she could go and get whatever she needs. You don't need to date something that looks like a string bean from Hee Haw.
Maybe you and I get that one.
I don't care anymore.
This story actually goes on to say on TSN, that's Canada's version of ESPN.
Okay.
Bob McKenzie said the publicist, Avery's publicist, had asked the Dallas Stars to release the statement, but the team refused. So they're saying you can't get a much clearer signal than that.
Well, they're not popping him just for this. Either they haven't been happy with his playing, or he's the stereotypical more trouble than he's worth.
Exactly.
It ain't just because he went up there, made a joke about his sloppy seconds. No. And that apology didn't come from him.
No.
Because had it come from me, I'd also included, and I've also tried to make amends with all the whores that I offended. Thank you.
Thank you, nice.
We need a break. All right. Sorry, whores.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Okay, Daniel.
Okay, this first check of traffic is brought to us by Cantina Laredo and also by ABC's Grey's Anatomy. In Dallas right now, 635 at Josie Lane. That's 635 eastbound. You have the right lane blocked due to some type of medical emergency. Trying to get more info on that for you. Also in Dallas, 75 northbound at Mid-Park Road. You have an accident. It doesn't say where it is, but it does have traffic backed up to the bush. And in Arlington, I-20 eastbound between Cooper and Matlock. They thought now would be a good time to do some road construction, so they've got the two right lanes blocked, and it is slow in that area. There's your first check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Dan. All right, down to freezing for the overnight low. Actually, in the outlying areas, probably into the 20s for the low tonight. Then 50 tomorrow in sunshine. It's 49 currently, live 105.3.
All right. Anything else before we get to news?
Let me see here.
Actually, yeah, I got an email in the last break. You had mentioned the women and the Alicia Cuthbert dating the hockey dude.
Mm-hmm.
This chick says, I don't know where you guys get off thinking you know how women think, especially ones you don't know. That actress dating the hockey player may see more in him than his job. Women aren't as superficial as men when it comes to dating. We look for men who have the specific qualities we're looking for, unlike men.
I'd like to see, is it Alicia?
Yes.
The cutthroat?
Alicia Cuthbert.
I'd like to see who she's dated in the past, and get a look at their financial statement. And if it's been pro player to pro player, then it's still superficial. It's just based on monetary gains.
That has been her MO the last 2 or 3 guys she's dated. They have been hockey players.
Most hot chicks go after hot guys. Sure. Now, after they've had enough of those guys and they realize they're as big of a pain as us dealing with hot chicks, finally they'll back off, look long term, and they'll date somebody like me for a while and then screw me around.
There was a chick that was a beer tub girl at Cowboys in Arlington when I was there, when I was used to do a broadcast every Friday night. Screaming hot. She went from a professional golfer to a tennis player to Mike Modano to a Dallas Cowboy. Those 4 that she dated in a row. And she could do it. Absolutely could carry it off. And that was just her thing, you know. She liked the thrill. She liked to go to the games. She liked to have little VIP passes. She liked to be able to go to parties. And you got the body, you got the face, you can do it. Why not? I would. I'd whore myself out so hard.
And if you reversed it, you don't see many guys that are gold diggers. Because first of all, we're not looking for power, and the cash thing really isn't enough to overcome any type of hideousness you might own.
No, it's just
because all the accolade, all the bling and the all the pomp that you get out of dating somebody that's a celebrity with a lot of cash. If they're a dog, I can get it up.
No. I can't see that. Why would a guy want that? First of all, it's pathetic. You go in and you're not looked at like, oh, he's with her. No, he's pathetic. He's sad.
Yeah, you become.
They always say,
you become Mrs. Laura Lewis.
Right, exactly. Damn. That one came from out back of nowhere.
Dan Lewis's wife always made more than him.
Oh, true. I know. Oh, God, don't I know.
I know. This big contract negotiating employee goes in, sits with management. I want to make more money than my wife. Well, you're going to have to suffer a little bit longer. They go to this store and go to Fry's. She's not going to let him buy anything. She was in control of the finances. I think it's why he would come up here and try and shove his weight around and come off pompous, because he knew that all of us were aware that he wasn't driving his own houseboat.
He certainly wasn't. And he told us, too. Oh, she's got a closet full of fabric she'll buy and just never ask me. But I tried to buy one sound card at Fry's, and she held it up like this in the air, and I said, honey, can I get that? I didn't want it, really, anyway.
I didn't need that. I hate sounds.
Stupid sound card.
No, he was never able to get anything.
No.
So, actually, as guys, we get more credit than the gold-digging chicks, because we never go after a chick for her money. We just go strictly based on looks. And then after we get tired of that, or they leave us, then we move on.
In this case, they leave us. I think Madonna kicked this one to the curb.
Oh,
the one I knew.
Oh, the beer tub girl?
Yeah, the beer tub girl.
Well, Cuthbert has her own money. I mean, she's been in some movies in 24. I mean...
Okay, so why is she dating this guy?
Hey,
she's a pafoof.
She's Canadian. So I think...
Aren't there any hot Canadian guys?
I'm sure there are, but I'm sure Canadian hockey player, the fact that he's a stud, that
there's got to be somebody else on the Calgary Flames that doesn't look like they've been in a burn unit. Isn't there?
I'm sure there is. I haven't looked at them, but...
I mean, how many hockey players on a team?
I think they carry, I want to say 12 men, maybe 14.
How many stars on our team? Let's do this.
How many stars?
Yeah.
I'll say 3.
Okay, so, and the chances of...
Is the Pafoof a star?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Right. So it's the hometown girl trying to get some hometown burn unit guy.
Mm-hmm. And the other 2 stars may have been taken. And he's the only one left.
Or maybe he's the good-looking one of the 3. It is hockey.
And it's Canada.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want to take line 1? Yeah. All right. Then we'll do news, Dan. Yes, Mark.
It really does reek when your wife makes more money than you do. My wife makes almost $70 an hour. I make $13.27 an hour.
What does she do?
She does computer stuff.
What do you do?
I work for a little small town and do everything that we have to do: water, sewer, streets, street lights, everything.
And what is it like in your household at night?
They're cut off. I pretty much have to hand them to her when I walk in the door.
At least he admits it, man.
And what's really bad is if she's listening right now, which she always does, I'm dead. I won't get sex for another month.
Wow. How long have you been married?
16 years.
Has she always made more than you?
Not in the first few years of our marriage. I had a run of bad luck with plants closing and stuff. I had to change professions.
Okay. Was it a dramatic change where she started making more money, or was it just kind of a ramp up?
Pretty much a dramatic change.
So what is what are some of the things you'd like to do that she won't let you?
I like to go play golf every once in a while. I'd like to have a dollar bill in my pocket.
Oh, God.
That would be really nice. I have to bring my check home. I was a horrible spender. I kind of like the Mondo factor. When I'd get my check, I'd kind of blow money. So I have made it my deal. I will give her my check because I'm an idiot with money.
Okay. Well, that part... that's a prudent way to handle the finances. If she knows what she's doing, you give it to her. But she don't give you no allowance?
No allowance. Very seldomly.
What was the last thing that you were able to buy without checking with her?
Stick of gum, I think.
Wait till she finds out.
All right. At least he's happy about it.
That's her on the other line.
Slip that piece of gum past him. Fat, nasty bitch. Oh, no.
No allowance. Well, you know about Dan Lewis? Dan Lewis's wife used to give him an allowance for lunch.
Yeah, and when he'd run out mid of the week, maybe Thursday, and that's when he would start asking for cash.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm on an allowance too, Dan, and mine's got to last through Friday.
But yours is a whole lot more than mine.
Well, I'm also not married to a bitch.
I feel so sorry for this guy.
He saved the relationship.
Yeah, but once you get married...
And he said if it was the first few years, he made more, then that's when it changed. So the last 10 or 11 years, he hasn't been in control of anything. And I know marriages are supposed to be a constant shift of power. There's supposed to be some type of equilibrium. But it can't be that dramatic because then somebody's not going to get anything.
Especially with the guy.
All I want is $1 in my wallet. Just something to fold and hold and feel like I have some type of worth. I can sneak that gum past her.
It's up in the middle of the night with a flashlight chewing that gum.
Oh, I don't chew it.
No.
I admire it. It's my accomplishment. It's the gold ring.
Can you imagine living like that? I can't. I really can't. If Joy suddenly started making, just a ton of money, things would shift drastically.
Why? What would change?
I know you guys like to think that I'm not in control, but really I am in control. I know. Funny.
Oh, go ahead. Tell us what would change.
She would decide where vacations were as opposed to me.
Well, if she started paying for it, who cares?
Shut up!
Leave him alone.
I'm not going to leave him alone.
You don't know what he's laughing at.
Yes,
Sometimes clothes about 72 hours behind.
I really don't know. I hadn't thought about it. I'm sure the pendulum would change.
So you don't think you treat her properly now?
I totally treat her properly.
So why would things change if she got cash? Do you normally do? It sounds like most of the time you're doing what she wants to do. Taking the kids out on the weekend, letting her family come over.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah. I got to play the voicemails from you again about the last time you enjoyed the kids coming over.
I wanted a little time off. That's all. I wanted a little time away. Is that a bad thing? Had them over. We had a good time. Went to the park. We played football. We did all the cool stuff. I need a little time away.
One of those messages that you left for me that day said, I am having...
Oh, I didn't call.
I've taken in more elation than I can handle, and I believe I'm going to OD on it. Can I come hang out with you for a while?
I didn't call you when I was having a good time. I was out playing football and flying kites and taking pictures, and kids were rollerblading, and it was great.
And what'd you do this weekend?
This last weekend?
Uh-huh. You're the designated driver for...
when Joy...
We had a really good time, really. It was fun. I didn't mind that.
But you complained about it.
I just told you how my weekend was.
You said Joy and Captain Phil both got drunk, wanted to do karaoke, then you had to take them to the Waffle House.
I was doing karaoke, too, and I was playing the games, but driving them to the Waffle House, they insisted, so I drove.
And what about going to Target?
That was Joy's. Well, she was going to get the board games.
Right.
And that's when the lady hit you with a shopping cart.
Yes. That got nothing to do with the weekend.
Okay.
Things happen.
I believe much is going to change if Joy gets an assload of cash.
Yes, it will.
Well, you can only lose so much power.
I have all the power. Shut up, weasel.
Sorry.
Shut up.
Ready, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay. You want a legal ID here? 4 o'clock at KLLI, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. News is brought to us.
Shut up.
It's going to hit you in waves.
I know it's a joke around here, but I got power. All right. Tell us how. Well, not now. She'll hear.
I don't want to divulge my secret plan.
I can't tell you about my secret powers.
Then she'll know how to defeat me.
Line 1. All right. Yes. Hang on. Yes, Lizzie.
Oh, hey. I was just calling in to say that I make more money than my husband does. And we haven't been married for that long, but we've been together for several years. And I've always made more money than he does. And I don't try to control him just because I make more money than he does. He's always the one with cash in his wallet.
Slow.
Sorry, I always
how much do you make?
Well,
all right, wait, yeah, just make up a number, and percentage-wise, how much more do you make?
How much more do I make? Well, I don't really know that. I make almost $60,000 a year, and he's a waiter. I'm a nurse.
Okay, so what do you think he makes?
He probably makes half of what I do.
What does he do? Oh, a waiter?
Yeah, he's a waiter.
How old is he?
He's 25.
Is he in a band?
No. That's not nice. He loves you, Russ.
I don't understand
That's not nice.
why he would be complacent making $30,000 a year when you're already at 60, and you're probably just getting started.
I am just getting started.
What's the top end for a nurse?
I don't know.
How long have you been a nurse?
I've been a nurse for 3 years.
What is it you do?
I work at Children's.
Okay, what do you do there?
I work on a general peds floor taking care of patients with cystic fibrosis and diabetes.
Okay, and did you actually choose that to work with people with disabilities, illnesses?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, and that's probably why you haven't taken control of this relationship. It sounds like you've got just a nurturing attitude. That's a compliment.
I was about to ask, is that a compliment or not?
Well, yeah. Well, that's the only thing that explains this. Obviously, you like to work with people that are handicapped, that have other illnesses, and you've just taken him on as your own cripple.
Thank you. She's married to Tiny Tim.
May I have more? No.
And to answer, higher end for a nurse these days because they're such short
she don't
demand.
know, but you'll know.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Tell us, college boy.
I used to date someone who runs a medical staffing company. So
Okay. Well, she's a nurse. You think she would know, but you go ahead and...
she didn't. But
Well, clue me in then.
you can make a healthy 6 figures.
Especially if you're a traveling nurse.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
All that means is that you'll be like a contract nurse. You go to a hospital in a certain city for 6 months, a year, whatever. And
Why would
you
they
go
make
into
more?
another. Because no one wants to move every 6 months to a year.
It's a shortage. They make somewhere, if they're willing to travel, and they do it on 13-week stints, they'll make somewhere between $55, $60 an hour, plus, and they'll do a lot of overtime at time and a half to 2 times, so it's a hell of a lot of money.
I like nurses.
Why? All of a sudden you like nurses?
I like nurses.
Why? What? Did you ever dated a nurse?
No.
Well, then why do you like nurses?
You ever been laid up for whatever? It's like when I had, what is it Fetner did to me?
Vasectomy?
Well, he did that. Well, no, it was Venegas who brought in that chick to do the ultrasound, that nurse.
Oh, yeah.
And she ran it around my balls.
Right.
She was hot.
Well, yeah, she was hot.
I like nurses.
Okay, you like hot.
I like head.
Well, we'll see if we can.
There's something just about being vulnerable. You're laying there on your back, you can't do anything, and she's taking control, and she's massaging my nads.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's her job. It's simply a job.
Well, sometimes you like to feel nurtured, which is why I asked her to kiss it.
You asked her to do a lot of things.
Yeah. She was a little myopic.
She had a job to do.
So did I. You ready to start again?
Sure.
Go ahead.
News is brought to us by Boomer Jacks, where Clo will be this Friday night, 10 p.m. to midnight, 183 in Central in Bedford. That's Boomer Jacks in Bedford. Thursday, December 4th, 2008. Birthdays today. Tyra Banks turns 35. Jay-Z is 39.
JD, you still don't think Tyra Banks is hot?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Is it because she's a little hippie?
No, it's got a little bit with her weight, but mostly just her attitude. It's just literally. I mean, have you ever watched her show?
Tyra Banks?
Yes.
No.
Okay, I've seen clips of it, and it's every time it's all literally, what the subject is, she turns it immediately to her, and it's irritating.
Well, that's odd. It's been on for a while. It's getting ratings, so however she's playing it out, chicks are watching
Obviously,
it.
chicks are watching it. I can't stand her.
But I'm not going to sit around and watch the what's her name again?
Tyra Banks.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch the Tyra Banks show. I got more pride than that. I watch Bonnie Hunt.
God. Who is Bonnie Hunt?
I don't know, but it's actress. She's got a new daytime talk show. I watched it over Thanksgiving.
And?
I don't know why they lay anything to tape.
Why?
And I don't know how it was syndicated. I don't know how anybody looked at their demo tape and said, yeah, we're going to carry that not only in this market, but all the major markets, and we're actually going to be able to sell it to somebody.
What'd she do? Just anything?
It's she doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't know how to interview. It's a kiss-ass fest every single day, and you get nothing out of it, regardless of who the celebrity is. Close seen it, haven't you?
Yeah, and when she loses it, she throws it to her producer, and she expects her producer to be kind of like fill in the gaps and stuff.
Who's her producer? He looks familiar.
I don't know, bald-headed guy.
Do you remember the unknown comic?
Yeah.
The guy that wore the sack over his head?
Sure.
That's what he looks like.
Yeah, I think he's
never know what the guy looks like.
No.
He's got some sort of like bad comic background, so I don't, maybe him, I don't know.
So what do you mean by lose it and throw it? Totally.
When she's got nothing else to do say she's no other questions. She's sitting there just marinating in her own mess. Then she tries to pitch it to the producer just to have something to come back with.
And this is on what station?
I don't know. I think it's Channel 5.
What a train wreck.
I've seen it, and honestly, it reminded me of Chevy Chase. It's that bad.
Oh, that bad.
Yeah, I put it maybe a couple of steps lower than Chevy Chase's talk show from the 90s.
That was embarrassing to watch.
All right, I'm done with my...
Did you see Ron Nerve last night with Shatner, by the way?
Who?
William Shatner.
I got Shatner. Who was the first guy?
Did you see Raw Nerve? It's the name of the
Well, you sound like
show.
you said Ron Irv.
Raw Nerve with William.
Anybody else get Ron Irv?
I heard Ron Irv.
Okay.
Never mind. Sorry I brought it up. Dan, read news.
Well, who's Ron Irv?
Is that a wrestler?
It's Hervé.
A dentist.
No.
Hillary?
No.
Who's Ron Nerve?
That's Ron Nerve. Well, stop.
What is it?
It's just a show.
Okay, who was on last night? Lyle Wagner?
No, Lyle Wagner.
No, I didn't see it.
It's interesting. It's just him sitting on the couch talking to Tim Allen last night. It's real one-on-one. It's really a very interesting show. I didn't know that I would like Shatner in that atmosphere. It's not showy. It's not this big band kind of thing. It's just really intimate. It's almost like they're in a living room just hanging out talking. He's good. He's really good.
He makes reference to that in his biography, the latest one that he wrote, but I didn't know it was already on. He just said, I've sold this to A&E or the History Channel or BET. I don't know what it's on.
I can't even tell you what channel it was on. I fell across it, and I watched the whole thing with Tim Allen. And it's really just like a conversation of two guys just sitting down talking about Tim Allen's recovery with alcohol and drugs.
Wasn't Tim Allen also in prison?
Yep, 2 years with cocaine. And he talks about that and since then, and it's just a really cool conversation. Good show if you catch it. You have a chance to catch it.
Okay, I certainly will.
I will. Okay.
When is Ron Irv on?
Tomorrow night.
Which nights is it really on?
I believe it's on Wednesday, Thursdays.
Yeah, 2 nights?
Yes.
Same guest?
No. I don't know who's on tonight.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead, Dan.
Also birthdays today. Jay-Z turns 39. Marissa Tomei is 44 and still hot. Gary Rossington from Lynyrd Skynyrd, he turns 57. Jeff Bridges is 59. Russ's best friend, Max Baer Jr., turns 71 today.
No!
Come on.
No, I will not.
Let me call him.
It's been a couple of years.
He'll be on the phone. You can always say there's a tornado and hang up like you did last time.
You don't know from tornadoes.
Well,
Max, we're in a tornado. I was in a windstorm once. Max, we got to go. I had to go at one time.
Then I talked it down.
There's no way to shake him. Okay. We had him in the studio. Couldn't. Okay, we're done talking. Bye. And he stands in the studio and just waits for the next segment. Get him out of the hall, lock the doors, hide on the floor, and you hear him beating on the window.
Come back in.
No. And I'm not calling him.
How about just a quick happy birthday? I'll tell him we're in a time crunch.
No, he doesn't understand time.
Did he ever get his casino opens?
I don't think so. I think he's still got a legal battle. And I don't get why that's become that big of a struggle for him, because it's someplace in Nevada, I think it's north of Las Vegas.
Carson City, I believe.
Big strip center, used to be a Walmart. Nothing. There's no revenue coming into that area, and for whatever reason, either that city or the county's got a hard on for him, and he's been struggling with them. He's been trying to get the casino open since the late 90s, the first time we had him on. Yep. He finally got the rights from CBS to carry the Beverly Hillbillies name and the Granny Jethro and whatever else. Then he finally finds a place, and they won't let him do anything with it. They'd rather let it sit there and rot than have him actually bring revenue into that city.
Let's ask him about
it. I will not. I'm not that curious.
Update on it. Maybe it's open.
I love mysteries.
I'll tell him we get 4 minutes.
You talk to him off the air.
Oh, Jesus. All right. I'll call him during the break. Just say, have him call the hotline.
No. You just talk to him off the air. Tell him we all said, hey.
All right.
Rude. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Also, birthdays today. Wink Martindale turned 74, who I thought was dead. And I thought he was older than 74. Dennis Wilson from the Beach Boys. Today was his birthday. He passed away back in 1983. And Crazy Horse, the last great Sioux Indian tribal chief. He passed away back in 1877.
Man, that's a screw job.
What?
Well, he gets this big monument.
Yeah.
I don't get nothing.
You're still around. Mr. Imus, you're still on the air.
What do I got to blow to get a mountain carved with my face on it? my face, my hat. Have you ever, I saw this on the Discovery Channel once, and I know we're getting too eclectic. It's the construction of this monument that they're carving out of the side of a mountain. I think it's 3 or 4 times the size of Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, for more than 50 years, sculptors have worked on the Crazy Horse Monument, a Mount Rushmore-style carving in the mountains of South Dakota. Crazy Horse's head alone is bigger than all the heads in Mount Rushmore combined. And when his horse's head is carved, one nostril will be 35 feet across and 50 feet deep. You could actually fit a small house inside of it.
And I don't understand, and I know somebody will call and explain to me, I don't understand how you can blow off the part of a mountain and be sure that you're not going to blow off too much, because that's the way they start the sculpture, and then they just go in and then they
fine-tune it,
detail it.
Yeah, I guess you just got to do X-rays and everything of the mountain to see what the structure is, so you know you're knocking off the part that won't kill you.
And they started building this how long ago?
50 years ago.
And I don't think they're anywhere close to being finished.
No, they didn't mention how much longer they're expecting it to take to finish it, but we may all be dead by the time they finish this thing.
Well, yeah, probably the guy that started it is dead, I would guess.
All right, go ahead. How are we doing, Chloe? Give me something good to go on the break.
An Oklahoma State lawmaker is proposing changing the state's legal dropout age, currently about 29%.
To what?
Well,
3.
No.
You've already got Grand Rapids who they stopped giving Fs, and now they bumped it up to H.
Well, no one fails. There's no failures here. We only have success stories.
So what happens to these kids, and then you get to the story, Dan, what happens to these kids when they get beyond high school and they go out and they get a job and they fail and they don't understand why they got fired? If you don't acclimate someone to failure, they're never going to know when they made it.
They know they're failing, but they have another chance.
They don't know that. Obviously, they don't know they're failing if we've taken the stigma away from being a foof.
Well, a lot of times in jobs, you'll get a second chance. If you screw something up, you'll get a second and third and fourth chance. That's all. They're no different than this.
You got educators in Grand Rapids when they heard that the school district or the state had mandated that you're going to start giving H's and give them another shot. They said it ain't another shot. That's a 22nd shot. These kids already know that they don't have to do anything. And if you don't make them accomplish anything, they really aren't going to know what failure is, because they live in failure. That's my perspective. I don't know anything else. I don't have to do anything. I'm just going to sit here and wait for somebody to do something for me. And I don't have the stigma of an F because I got me an H.
Just like the DISD issue.
My sister got a degree. Yeah. She got the H.
What?
IV plus.
What?
All right, we can break here.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Ray Cyrus lost control of her years ago. As soon as she started the Hannah Montana series, that's when she started to feel a little more on her own. Now, what's her real name?
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah. Now she wants to become disenfranchised from Daddy.
Huh? Because he's trying to control her a little bit. She's
16.
She feels like
that's her dad. And he's already letting the 20-year-old boyfriend live in the house. He already lost control at that point because he allowed that.
He says he watches and maintains custody, and he
ain't there 24/7.
No, of course he's not. They're probably having sex, and she also feels as a 16-year-old, she's not your average 16-year-old. She's been through a lot more, and she's a little more mature.
She's also dealing with things that 16-year-olds don't know how to deal with, and she really needs to let Daddy take control, even if it is Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah. Leanne
but you know, they're already into a financial battle. Oh, Daddy, how much did you make for Achy Breaky?
I made about $7 million on an album.
Daddy's cute.
$7 million?
That's what I like about you, Daddy. You're cute. You're cute. Can I call you Billy Ray?
No.
And it's more, Daddy, how much are you making off my TV show?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's actually on the show.
It's your achy breaky ass off my achy breaky set.
Why don't you let me and my boyfriend live here?
No.
And you'll go find someplace else.
This is my house.
Well, then I'm going to kick you off my Saturday morning sitcom.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean I'm grounded? You're fired, old man.
I'm going to give you the option. You either go find another house,
yes,
or the state's going to make you go find one because you're not going to have a job. Can I call you Billy Ray?
No. You know that's the way it's got to be, though.
Dan, do you have the story of her wanting to be, what do they actually call it when the kids...
Emancipated.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with Leanne Rimes, too. At that age, she broke up with her dad. Her dad was her manager. And really, in that case, her dad really, Leanne Rimes, was the reason she got to be as big as she was. Kicked off her career in Arlington and took her around, introduced her to people. Mike Curb from Curb Records.
Well, regardless of manager or not, that's still her dad. And just saying, I don't believe that he's got my best interest at heart. And now I want to be emancipated. You're 16. You don't know anything. All 16-year-olds think that their parents are buffoons, and we were all shocked at that point in time that they could actually stick food in their mugs.
Yeah, I mean, you're worth
right, but
I don't care what she's worth.
Well, I mean, you got a franchise now that, I mean, it's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. That's got it for at 16. Talking about a power trip,
which is why he should have taken control long before it got to this point. What's the story say?
Outwardly, Miley Cyrus's parents act like they're thrilled that their 16-year-old daughter is dating a 20-year-old underwear model, but behind closed doors, that might not be the case. A few tabloids are reporting that Billy Ray Cyrus and his wife Tish are less than thrilled about the arrangement, and it's causing some tension in the home.
Why did they allow it? That's really going to be one of the first questions I'm going to ask. Well, I want him to live here with us. That's not going to happen. You're 16, he's 20. You can date, which we're still a little iffy on. You can date, but he's going to live someplace else. I don't care if he's homeless. He's an underwear model. Obviously, he's got some cash. Look at him. He's hot and slick.
Rather have him here under the house where we can watch things than somewhere else. Out in the car, maybe his apartment. Be here. Make it a family.
Yeah, and who would say that?
The achy breaky boy.
Billy Ray?
Yeah. But
That's not even a valid argument.
Bring it here.
Have him here so we can watch him.
Make it
so he can have nonstop access to Miley and her Milette.
It's going to happen anyway, unfortunately.
And because of the tension, Miley is talking to a lawyer about being legally emancipated from her parents. The so-called source says Miley told her dad to back off. She's sick of him trying to hold her down and feels she is old enough to make her own decisions. Although she's only 16, she's been forced to mature much more quickly than most girls her age. She's dating the 20-year-old and is already a superstar, so she thinks it's high time she started living like an adult. And although she loves her parents, she no longer wants to be treated like a child.
Which sounds stereotypical of a 16-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
I already know what I'm doing. I'm 16. I'm an adult. All my hair's done grown in where it needs to be. Obviously, I can make good decisions. I'm worth millions of dollars.
Clearly.
What do you worth, Daddy? Can I call you Billy Ray?
No. Worth $10 million.
How much?
10?
Daddy's cute.
No, stop.
Now take that minus what you make off the show.
Well, that's about down to 3.
Yeah.
And to hold that over his head, that's come up in different father-daughter visits.
Sure.
Well, you're not going to behave that way, and he's not going to live here anymore. You like to act, Daddy?
Yeah. I think the show's got great chemistry and a lot of future. This is such a good cast. You wouldn't want to mess with it. That'd be stupid.
How are you with monologues? Like holding up a sign says, I'm hungry.
Well, I'm not very good at that.
He just needs to do a complete 180. She's 16, so she's underage. She doesn't have access to her own funds. He still controls it along with his wife. You don't give her any of it.
Well, that's what I believe being emancipated is what that's going to do. It's going to allow her access to her finances. And obviously at 16, you don't need that.
But I don't know if her being emancipated now, like if she did it today and it went through, I don't know if she would get the money she's
possibly
already earned.
Go into some type of trust until she was 18.
Well, I'm sure they already have that. What I'm saying is, if she was emancipated today, would she get the money she's already earned, or would it just be whatever she earns from today forward?
I don't think any of it's really her dad's. No. I don't know what the legalities are. Did you read the whole story?
Yeah.
I remember
see it. What?
I want to say maybe it was Macaulay Culkin or one of them that did the same thing, that he got access to all the money he had made, prior to being emancipated.
Well, I think if you can go back and prove that your parents are squandering away your cash and then not putting it into trust funds or investments, yeah, that would be a reason. But this doesn't sound like with Miley, that's what's going on. She's sick of her dad. She wants to screw this guy, and she probably wants him and his wife to move out. Because Daddy ain't got no money. The only reason anybody knows you right now,
I got money.
Daddy, can I call you Billy Ray?
Well, you can't.
Billy Ray, the only reason anybody knows you right now is because of me. From the early 90s, when you had your big hit, which we still dance to down at the kindergarten. When you had your big hit, that was the only thing people knew you for. You stupid, and you had a mullet, and the only reason that you could able to feed yourself is because I gave you a job. Now, who sounds like the adult in this relationship? Can I call you Billy Ray?
No, you can't. You little shit. Tell you what, I'm taking control of this house.
Okay.
You sit down and you listen to me.
Why don't you go look at the title and see whose name the house is in?
This house is in my name. Was.
Used to be.
I'd have to sign some kind of a document, wouldn't I?
You better get your achy breaky feet moving. It's just when you let it get that far.
Well, at 16.
There's no way to do a 180 and go back and grasp control of this situation. You got a chick, and I'm sure she's got an agent and a manager who would probably testify in court that, you know what, he is holding her back.
And you're right, if you get that situation going, and what they do is they say, instead of him controlling all the money, let's get a separate, somebody's outside the whole situation to get a.
But just because there's a big influx of money coming in doesn't mean he's still not her parent and he can't control what's going on. And because she doesn't like the fact that she can't screw her 20-year-old underwear model nonstop, that's why she's telling him to back off. Also his fault for letting that kid move into the house.
About 16 or 17, Leanne Rhymes sued her father and got this same situation going and had a separate entity run her life. But so Daddy couldn't do it anymore.
I think Billy Ray felt, because I know the underwear model wants to be a country music singer, so I think he may have gotten in his head, hey, I got someone else, I can push their career along, maybe, further my...
What are you talking about? Got me a house full of talent.
I think he actually said that at one time, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yes, he talked about how talented the boy was, and how he sings great, and how he's...
Well, yeah, all the
career.
Press releases that Billy Ray would talk about the kid, it's all glowing, which is what he has to say, because he's got to keep his little heathen under control, because if she gets pissed off, Daddy loses his day gig.
Again, it'd be very...
Then you're going to have to go back playing at Cowboys when you got 3 people in the audience and you throw out picks and everybody gets 200 of them.
Oh, man, were you there that night?
No, you told me about it.
Oh, my God. That was so embarrassing. That was so hard to watch because he threw out one of the picks.
This was like a couple of years after Achy Breaky.
This was at the Bronco Bowl.
Oh.
And there was literally everybody there was there for free. It was his entourage, whatever. And they were out there, maybe in the audience, total 60 people.
Now, this was how long after Achy Breaky? Because he didn't really have anything else after that.
This would have been mid-90s. This would have been mid-90s. So that would have been 7, 8 years after.
Okay.
So anyway, and he threw out a guitar pick, and people jumped forward. He goes, really, seriously, I have enough for everybody here. Hey, at least he took it in stride.
Who wants a guitar?
He laughed. He did a short show. It was a good show, though. But, it's sad. It was just sad. It was a Thursday night at the Bronco Bowl.
He had more than one hit, too.
He had a couple of minor hits after that. Could have been me and something else.
Could have been. Yeah. All right, go ahead, Dan.
Okay.
Hang on. What are those, Alfie?
They're about Miley Cyrus.
Okay. Yes, Kevin. Kevin? Robert?
Hey, boss.
Yes, sir.
She really needs to look around and have a talk with Hillary Duff, because Hillary Duff tried to do that crap because that show's on the Disney Channel. Disney don't put up with that crap. Negative publicity is out.
Well, they already put up with that provocative photo shoot that came out earlier this year.
That's what I'm saying. A couple of strikes, and her that $10 million is going to dry the hell up real quick.
Somebody will pick her up, even if Disney drops her.
Yeah.
Or even if she has to wait another year or so before she's considered more mature.
Sure.
Then you don't really have to worry about that childlike image.
True, but what's her name that did Lizzie McGuire? That was the big hot thing back when all that happened. Hillary Duff. You don't see crap from her now. She just dried up, went away. And Disney's got that formula to just plug another one into the hole and keep right on going.
I just don't understand how something like it's like the Olsen twins. I don't get how this turned into that big of an empire with this chick and just that Saturday morning TV show.
Yeah.
God, there were people when she was a concert here. I mean, I think people were paying up to like.
Call again, Robert. What?
I think people, when she played here, they were paying, a couple $1,000s for good tickets.
There were parents that would play that so their daughter could go see her.
What? And now, which was first, the Hannah Montana, or was she actually a singer and then that one catapulted the other?
Hannah Montana was first.
Then she started singing.
Well, they started, I believe, sing on the show and then everything else, and then it launched into the Hannah Montana concert and
the tour and
yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Dan.
We were talking about kids, how crazy they've gotten these days, including Miley Cyrus. Now the parents of 2 Seattle area high school cheerleaders are suing the district for suspending the girls from the squad after nude photographs of them circulated via text message.
These girls took their own nude photos and sent them around.
Yeah. The 2 teens were suspended from the squad, one for 30 days and one for the entire year, after school officials learned of the photos back in August. The lawsuits, filed on November 17th, say the district violated the girls' due process rights. The families allege it was unnecessary for school officials to share the photos with other staff members and claim they were negligent in failing to report the matter to police as a potential case of child pornography.
And the girls that were sending out the photos would be the distributors of that child porno.
Or anybody else that sent it on also.
So how do the parents justify suing the school district because they put these girls on suspension?
Aren't they trying to sue because everybody else that got the pictures and sent them got no... what am I trying to say?
I don't know. We'll let you think about it.
Okay, got to know. They didn't get in trouble.
There was no punishment that went along with this.
Right, so everybody else that got them, there was no punishment, and these girls got all of it.
Well, I don't know if you can go back and prove who all got it and who all they sent it out to. And I don't get why you're going to take nude pictures of yourself and send it to anybody. And the whole argument is, well, everything's accessible now. Yeah, it's electronic, which means thousands of people can see it, as opposed back in the 70s when we were kids. If you took a picture of your junk, you did it with a Polaroid, and you just showed it to a few friends, and you didn't let them keep it.
I think it's because
female friends.
I understand. Female. You took Polaroids of your junk and showed them to female friends?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I never did that. Very strange.
Wanted them to like me.
So you showed them your junk?
Yeah.
How did that come up in conversation? I'd like to know. Hey, we're going to have the milk and the rolls today at lunch? Oh, by the way.
No, you'd slip it under their plate and go, hey, what's that? Hey, I wonder whose that is. Hey, looks just like this one.
Would you like to see it in person? Never did that.
Yeah, with a Polaroid, you're not going to get mass distribution. No. So the argument is, well, everything's more accessible. Yeah, and that means it's going to end up on different websites like myfurryspace.com.
That's a cool thing to do, though. I mean, look at Miley Cyrus. Look at Vanessa Hudgens. I mean, it's
Are
happening.
they sending nude photos of themselves around?
Miley Cyrus, well, it wasn't nude, but she was in her, boy shorts, and Vanessa Hudgens was nude, but now someone had taken that. But I think kids are so much more advanced than we were as teenagers.
Okay, but they're advanced and they've got access to electronics, but they're not thinking long term. You send somebody a nude picture of yourself via any electronic device, that means that could be copied billions of times, and it better.
Look at Paris Hilton. Look at all the celebrity sex tapes. I really do think there's a mindset that, hey, it might get me famous. It's, make me more popular.
Well, the theory with the sex tapes is most of those were stolen, and that's how they got released. They didn't do something digitally and then just put it on the internet or send it to one person and not expect it to turn into a Flex commercial.
I think possibly because the girls are so young. They don't think about that. They think, I'm going to send it to somebody I trust, and that's where it's going to stop.
I don't think that's the case at all. I think what they're doing, they know exactly what they're doing. They're doing it because they get all the positive attention out of it. It's the same reason why chicks in bars make out.
Sexed up.
Yeah, that too.
Quit. Nasty little girls.
You send out a couple of naked photos or make out with a chick in a bar, you get positive attention from men.
And I don't want to do this, but how come it don't work the other way around? You walk up to a guy at the bar and go, hey, I bet if we start making out, those two chicks, we'll get them hot over there, and they'll come over and buy us drinks.
No, we are not doing that.
I'm not going to run some type of laboratory test. I'm just wondering, how come it don't work the other way around? You walk up and you go, hey, Bob, Trey. Hey, this way.
You want to be the ultimate wingman?
I'm almost out of cash. We buy you one last drink, and we'll start tongue kissing here at the bar, and then all the chicks will actually go monkey wild, and then we'll just get to pick which one we want.
Yeah, go ahead and try that.
I'll tell you, the reason why it doesn't work is because men are ugly. I mean, 2 men kissing versus 2 women kissing?
Well, women obviously find some of us attractive.
Yeah, but not when we make out with each other.
It's just not fair.
Well, go ahead and make out with Trey and see what happens.
Hey. There's a stigma that goes along with that.
Yeah. Go ahead and do it.
You just one guy, and that sticks with you.
Oh.
You can't look at a guy and say he's bisexual. Dude, you're queer. You're trying to wash it off of you, but you're queer.
No,
you got one in you. That's enough. That's all it takes. You can't tell me you're bi-curious. You've had a ween in you.
Just go kiss him and see how it happens. Girls may start coming in the room.
You're the freak of the show.
No.
You kiss. Y'all been friends for
I'm not kissing anybody. I just threw out something theoretical. I'm not ready to mug down. Go get Jasmine and see if it turns her on.
And then what if she says yes?
Well, I won't need her then, because JD will always have me worked up.
Throw me into your sexual game.
I don't need you now.
He's better than you.
He's already bought me a drink.
Be gone, woman.
Are we done with the, was that the whole story with the kids?
Yeah, you pretty much got the...
Why is it the parents don't actually go up to their kids and go, hey, whore, why is it you're sending nude pictures of yourself around?
Well, I'm sure that happened
They might have. They're just taking that next step.
Why don't you take responsibility, again, I hate to keep pounding this, take responsibility as their parent, as somebody who's supposed to be their guidance counselor for life. Go, look, stop taking pictures of your poon and showing it to everybody. Why don't you leave a little mystery about yourself instead of having it show up on some bulletin board?
Well, they may have done that too, but they want to make sure all the kids understand how serious this is, and the only way to do that is to get them all in part of the lawsuit.
Well, the school district doesn't have anything to do with this. The school district didn't take those pictures. They didn't buy the phones. They didn't force those girls to text the messages anywhere. They've been suspended because they're showing pictures of their poon around.
Yeah, one of the pictures was taken 3 years ago and sent to the teen's then boyfriend. The other was snapped in June. The lawsuits allege that the girls believed that they had deleted the photos, but accidentally sent them to members of the football team.
That's good.
Insert just the football team.
Yeah, just the football team. Guys we like.
Not the thespians.
No. Not
the band.
There's nobody in band got them. No.
Nobody else on the annual.
No, not annual staff. We didn't get them.
Just all the football guys.
Football teams, yes, and a couple of basketball players.
So now the parents are going to hold the school district responsible because they raised a bunch of whores.
Is that what they're blaming the school district?
They're saying the school district didn't give the girls due process.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you took the pictures yourself. You admitted that you sent them out. Okay, just as a child, even though you're a child, you're still going to be guilty of distributing child pornography.
Right.
Doesn't matter at this point where else it went. You're the originator.
Even if it's you, yeah.
Go back and talk to your children and tell them, A, knock this off, and then also institute some type of punishment. Don't make the kids feel like victims because they're taking pictures of their new bodies.
Stop it. You sound like Robert.
Buy you a drink?
No. No.
How are we doing, Chloe?
Break in a minute.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
You were talking about William Shatner earlier. He, of course, has few walls between what his brain thinks and what his mouth says. Now he's hoping that the celebrity guest on his new show, Shatner's Raw Nerve, will share his same verbal diarrhea. One trait they all have in common. They have each made it through some form of personal struggle, be it drugs, alcohol, fame, weight gain, you name it. They've gone through it. Shatner's job, as he sees it, is to probe their psyches, looking for that childhood moment, the adolescent angst, the wild adult success that made them who they are. You can ask Kelsey Grammer, actor Kelsey Grammer, porn star Jenna Jameson, and a dad of Angelina Jolie, John Voight, are some of the other stars Shatner will poke and prod in the coming weeks.
So Kelsey Grammer hasn't been on yet?
Coming weeks.
He'll be on Tuesday, December 16th.
So what's it like to have a wife that floats air biscuits?
Oh, my God.
How many times a day does she fart? She still have the IBS? What does it smell like? She do a Dutch oven?
No.
She fart in your face?
She doesn't.
She fart in the dog's face?
No.
She don't blame it on the dog.
How'd you do that?
Can you bring her in here to fart?
No.
Can she blow out my birthday cake?
It's not a show.
What?
She's behind me, isn't she?
Oh, hell. All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Captain's log, stardate 2126.1, delayed report.
It's that good. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
What do you got, Daniel?
All right, this look at traffic is brought to us by Don Davis Auto in Dallas, 635 eastbound at Preston Road. You have a disabled vehicle. That's actually in the left center lane, and that's, of course, already in the middle of already heavy traffic. Right now, the backup is to Webb Chapel. Also in Dallas, I-35 northbound at 635. You have a disabled boat trailer on the right shoulder, and that has the backup down to Royal. In Arlington, still have that road construction going on, I-20 eastbound between Cooper and Matlock. The two right lanes are blocked there. And also you have heavy traffic, Tarrant County on I-35, both directions between Basswood and I-30, and in Hearst, 820 northbound between Baker Boulevard and Hearst Boulevard, and 183, and then also 820, both directions between 35 and 183. There's your check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Dan. All right, 32, freezing for the overnight low tonight, even colder in certain areas. Only 50 for the high tomorrow. We're at 49 and partly cloudy now at Live 105.3.
I don't know if there's anything incriminating on this audio. I guess they released it today. Let me look at the date on it. It's more, jail releases videos of Casey Anthony's visits with the family. Was today the 4th?
Correct.
Okay. They released these today.
She being ugly again, like she was with her family before?
No, I think she tried to go back and rework it, knowing that they were going to release these.
Oh, okay.
These, let me see what the story says. Casey Anthony and her parents, George and Cindy, had a range of emotions during their video visitations in July and August. When they originally pick her up, when did Kaylee go missing?
Went missing in June. They originally arrested her middle of July.
Okay.
The phone conversations I have, I want to say, I want to say that from like July 21st, which would have been the first day she was in jail.
Well, again, I don't know which one came first, the video, these video recordings, or the audio. And why would the police department release the ugly ones first? Unless in the timeline it really played out that way.
Yeah, I think she was really twisted off at first.
Well, we don't know if that was really at first.
We don't. No way to know.
Because this says July through August.
Other than, make everybody hate her. So these are kind of...
she already has Nancy Grace.
Well, let's all give up then.
Champing the C clump.
Any stuff you want to talk to me about?
She's talking to her dad here.
It's just nice hearing everything that's going on. I mean, I don't know what to say except I miss you guys. And I love you, and I just...
I know you do.
This is a video split screen. Her dad's on the left, she's on the right.
Person. I know, Dad. I want to see that little girl. I want to hear Kaylee laugh. I want to be with my baby. That's...
So if the timeline is correct the way that we have it, you have the initial calls of, hey, come get me out of here.
I don't want to talk
to you. I want to talk to my boyfriend. Don't even bother coming down here for my arraignment.
Got you. We won't.
If that's accurate, then now she's trying to do damage control. And you can already hear it when Nancy Grace plays these. Oh, now she's sad. Now she misses her baby. I wish you went missing. I don't know what it is, but anytime Nancy Grace gets a hold of an issue, even if she's right, I want them to let whoever it is go.
I don't know why that is either, but she's so irritating just to even look at.
Look what Michael Vick has done. Set him free.
That's my focus. Her birthday's in just a few days.
Lady.
Yeah, it is. Just a few days away. And remember, we wanted to have that little one, just like taking her to a park or something, and just be the immediate family.
You're probably close.
And now we want to have this great big one, so...
Looks like there's 5 or 6 cuts. You want to hear any more?
Yes.
I want you to know, I want to take your pain away from you. So, you can tell me anything.
I know that, Dad.
I miss you, sweetie.
So they're still trying to ferret information out of her.
Tell me anything.
But she knows all of this, especially she's sat in front of a camera. And now it's George Anthony and his wife, I think Cindy. They know not only is it being audio, the recording of the audio is being recorded, and now the video as well. And they're going to have people look at her body expression, her just her movements. They're going to read that.
I know that. I miss you too.
I wish I could have been a better dad and better grandpa,
Well, if you were, then she wouldn't be dead.
Russ. Say that.
Well, he's right.
It's not right. The chick's a nut.
She raised an alleged murderer.
That doesn't mean I'm a bad parent.
She got that way. Children are just born with that disposition.
Sometimes they are. Yes, they are.
I don't think he's going to be getting any type of awards.
No, he won't be getting a parent award, but that doesn't mean he may. There's a lot of bad parents that kids don't go off and kill their children.
He's a degenerative gambler who gambled their life savings away. And
he did it then. Okay.
He wasn't exactly the dad of the year.
Oh, he admits that.
You've been a great dad, and you've been the best grandfather. Don't for a second think otherwise.
Much better.
Except for gambling away my IUD. What? Much better.
Much better than I've been a mother.
Yeah, you guys did good because I'm here.
Well,
you and Mom have been the best grandparents. Kaylee's been so lucky.
What?
Just like watching a movie.
She's so lucky to have both of you.
Well, if she really did it, it is a movie.
Yeah, of course, that's what I'm thinking. This is just so scripted.
And that she still has both of you.
It goes without saying, that our house is empty without both of you there.
Except for the protesters.
It's empty. All the little things that we took for granted.
He is still trying to milk it out of her. The house is empty without the two of you. If you'll just tell us where she is, even if she's not alive, then at least the family will be back together. Tell us something.
We had that big party we planned.
We miss him so much.
That's exactly how I feel.
All your little things and all her little things, it hurts. We're not there.
And he's playing on her sympathies. look what you've done to this child. All her little things, we're reminded about this day in and day out. Why don't you just tell us where she is? That's everything short of that last question. You just tell us where she is.
You'd be the wrong guy to send in.
Why?
I'm going to cut this short and sweet, babe.
Where's that dead baby? We don't think you did it, but where is she?
I don't know where the baby is. If I knew, I'd tell you that you hurt my feelings.
Where is she?
I don't know where the baby is.
You're lucky this is a teleconference.
Look how upset I am.
Mom and I are just going through the motions, you know?
It's a guilt trip.
The night when I told Mom I couldn't be in the house, I knew that I couldn't be there and see that she wasn't there.
I just wish you could have came to me sooner.
I wish I could have come to anyone sooner. I wish that, like I said, that none of this would have happened.
What was that before this next one loads? What was her explanation of waiting the 30 days? I know I've heard it. I just can't.
She was doing her own investigation as to where the baby is.
Were there some type of threats that told her if you called in the authorities, is that what she purported? That I've been threatened that if I called in anybody, or had I called in anybody, they would have just killed Kaylee?
I never heard that at all. I was doing my own investigation. That's all I ever heard.
Trey's going to tell us.
All right.
Yes.
She's come up with a couple different stories. I mean, the babysitter had her that they were going to keep her for an extended period of time while she was out.
All right, let's say the babysitter actually agreed to that. You're not going to talk to your kid for 30 days? That's a great big gap that nobody's been able to fill.
Do we have to find her before her 3rd birthday?
Mom,
That's coming up fast.
Don't buy no cake.
I know we have a couple weeks.
I don't want to wait another minute, let
I
alone...
don't want to wait another minute.
Yeah, I don't care what it is her parents are throwing out. But you know what? Maybe they really do think she's alive, and Casey knows where she is. But that's the only reason for these conversations. We just don't want to wait another minute. So why don't you tell us where she is?
You've upset me again. I don't know where the baby is. Has anybody ever just simply said, where exactly was the last time you put your eyes on this baby?
I believe she said she handed it off to the babysitter.
And okay, that's a lie. We know that's a lie. Now, where was now, tell me again, without the babysitter part of it, where was the last time you put your eyes on that baby?
I left her with the babysitter.
We know that's not true. I'm coming through this phone line.
It was a babysitter.
The babysitter had gone through a lie detector test, and no, that babysitter didn't see that child. Now, where was the last time? Don't say babysitter again.
Okay.
Where was the last time you laid eyes on that baby?
Daycare.
Oh, no.
I want her to be found whether I'm still stuck in here or not. I don't care.
I think once she's found, then you can tell everybody what you know, and you'll be released. Don't you think?
Potentially. I don't know.
Not really good when your parents think that you're the only one that's up to something.
Sure.
Yeah, then you can tell them everything.
You'll be free.
Murderer! Oh, sorry. So that was your dad.
Hey, can you hold on for a second?
Yeah, well, don't waste our time.
I'm not going to. I'll be right back.
Bitch. I'm not going to, you stupid. Mommy.
Everybody that knows you.
Do you want to hear any more of this? Because I'm going to guess it's going to be the same thing nonstop. No. It's the guilt trip and trying to get her to say something, and her 3rd birthday's coming up, and we don't want to go another second without Kaylee in the house.
Yeah, if it just continues,
I've listened to it. I don't know. They just release these.
See what the next one is.
No, I know.
What they're saying most is that you're the mom of the group. You're the one that always takes care of everybody else.
Yeah, you take care of people.
That's the truth.
I know. Because you're a lot like me.
I'm a lot like you. You're exactly right. And that's what people have said. They're like, wow, your mom's a real spitfire. People have been talking you up like crazy, and they're like, I wouldn't piss her off. No, you wouldn't. They would respect you.
This is dramatically different than the first audio tapes that we heard.
Mm-hmm.
So
they've been coached.
Yeah, you're right. The parents have been coached, and obviously Casey knows that there are other tapes that are out there that are a lot more damning. This is my chance to do some type of spin on this and look like there's some type of remorse.
I'm the actual victim. I really am.
More than anyone else.
All I'm trying to do is find Kaylee for both of us.
Oh, I know.
For all of us.
So where is she?
And I'll do whatever it takes.
I feel the exact same way. That's exactly what I've been saying. I don't care what I have to do.
So where is she?
When I told them I would lie, I would steal, I would do whatever by any means to get her back. That's exactly how I feel. It's the truth.
Here comes another one.
I would suggest the court needs to look at in this case is whether there has been in this case some indication of...
This is the assistant state attorney.
Extrajudicial statements made to the media, which cause concern.
All right, that's just going to talk about the gag order. So I guess we listened to all the different tapes. But you're right, I didn't think about that. The parents have been coached just to gradually throw different things out about how much we miss Kaylee, all the different things, all the suffering we're going through, and you're the one with the answers. She even said that. When they find her, then you can tell us the rest of the story. Meaning you ain't told us dick yet.
And they said, because they've got a tip line, if people think they've seen Kaylee, that you can call in. They said the police are in this quandary because they're 99.9% sure she's dead, but they feel bad. You know, it's like feel like they're being neglected if they don't follow up on the tips. But at the same time, if they do follow up on the tips and they go to trial, first thing our defense attorney is going to say is, "Well, if you thought her dead, why
is there a search? How could there be a search for a dead person? You've got this woman charged for murder.
Because we'd be irresponsible to not at least follow up on something that we thought might be.
Well, her defense is going to go back and use that as just a loophole. You don't have a search and rescue for dead people.
It wasn't a search and rescue.
That's exactly what this is. It's a search for a child. That's why you have the tip line. You believe that she still may be alive, and you can't charge somebody with murder if there's a chance that child is still alive. And that's the way she's going to get off on this.
You think she'll walk away from this?
Unless they find that baby.
I cannot comprehend just with all the circumstance, the 30 days, the not calling anybody, the stonewalling of the police.
30 days is a mom that sucks.
How about the stuff in the car? The smell of death.
She said she let other people use the car.
Other people kill their babies too.
Yeah, I'm not the only one. Why don't you go take a look around the block? What I don't get is, as stupid as she is, why they haven't been able to find that child yet, because there's no way that she could have covered all her tracks.
Well, you've said this.
I don't care who else she brought in. There's still got to be a handoff at one point.
Where was the last time who'd you hand the baby off to? A better question?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hand the baby off to anybody. I set the baby down.
And they picked her up.
Yeah. Last time I saw the baby's happy, sitting there. Sitting.
Why don't you ask UPS where she is? Maybe Brown did it. Go grill Billy D. You ready to go, Dan?
Sure.
All right. 5:12, Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ. Here we have the 10 most popular holiday gifts this season so far. It's only officially 1 week into the holiday shopping season.
I haven't heard any of the fads this year. Nothing seemed, unless I'm just oblivious to it, nothing seemed to stand out like the PS2s or the Xboxes or the...
I think the 360 is the big thing this year, Xbox 360.
All right.
But I don't know what's on the list.
Would you like to guess any of them? Top 10 most popular holiday gifts so far this season.
Uncle Wiggly.
Oh, God. What's an Uncle Wiggly?
I don't know.
Well, it's not on the list.
It's my mom's side of the family.
No.
Marshall Brodine's magic cards.
Dear God.
No. Real Lincoln Logs. Real ones.
No.
Oscar Goldman action figure?
Oh, God.
Figure? No?
No.
Ricochet racers? Kerplunk?
I forgot about Kerplunk.
No.
What do you got? 10?
I have 10.
Give me a couple.
Apple iPod Classic, the 120 gig.
That's number 10?
It's number 10.
Vincent Price's Shrunken Heads.
Oh, my. Not going to make it.
No.
Baby Alive?
No.
Race Band and Anal Darts.
Nope, didn't quite make the top 10.
Give me another one.
Number 9, Panasonic KXTG cordless phone with 3 handsets.
That sounds high tech.
Yeah.
How about a close and play?
They don't make those anymore.
Chuga Chuga Choo Choo?
No.
Hungry Hungry Hippos?
They make them, but no.
Crazy Phone with a vaginal disinfectant.
It should be, but no.
Never saw that.
Give me a couple more.
Number 8, the TomTom One Automotive GPS unit with 3.5-inch LCD screen.
Cool. I think I got my mom that last year.
Does she use it? Because I'm thinking about getting Joy one.
I don't know. I've never seen her, so I guess it doesn't work.
You preload your home address in there? Well, that's maybe why she hadn't found her way over.
It's supposed to turn.
It's supposed to
run itself.
Yeah, you just tell her where to go or punch in where to go.
I don't know if she knows how to work it or not. Luckily, it doesn't look like it works.
A year later, she's never come over.
Mm-mm. What else is on the list?
Number 7, Apple iPod Touch, 8 gig.
G.I. Joe with a reach-around kung fu grip.
There's never that. They never had the reach-around grip.
Milky, the marvelous milking cow.
No.
Double-headed Mr. Microphone.
No. God. No.
What else?
Coming in at number 6, the Motorola H375 Bluetooth headset. Number 5, the Garmin GPS receiver.
That's what I have.
Coming in at 4,
the Muhammad Ali rope-stomping action figure.
I've never had that.
Bull Dyke mystery date. No?
It's possible, but I don't think so.
Potential there. Well-hung sea monkeys?
No. God, no.
Vibrating sit and spin.
Children don't need this. No.
Okay. Dan?
Number 4 is the iPod Nano, 8 gig.
What about the Johnny Quest Suck Me Doll?
No, that never existed. It never existed. Never happened. My Lord.
Number 3, the iPod Touch, 16 gig. Number 2, the Nintendo Wii Fitness with the balance board.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1,
Susie, the sloppy seconds doll with the reservoir head.
Number 1 for 2008. That would be it.
Wonder who I got to trample to get to that.
Well, if you listen to the hints that your woman drops, you'll be fine as far as what to get your wife or girlfriend this year for the holidays. But here are 5 things you should never buy her as a gift.
Vagisil.
No. It's a good one, though. Actually, that should be on the list. Vagisil.
Moon cup period pads.
Oh, my God. I don't think, no, it wouldn't be a gift.
Okay.
For Christmas.
No particular order here. Tickets to a sporting event. If she's a huge football fan, it's one thing, but if she has no interest in sports at all, then buying 2 tickets to the playoffs is not charming or thoughtful. It just means you went shopping for yourself. A vacuum cleaner. Even if she's been bugging you for a new one, Christmas is not the time to buy it. A vacuum cleaner is the least romantic gift you can buy, and it's like telling her that her main purpose in life is to clean up your mess.
Most of these are obvious things that you're not going to go out and get. You're not going to get any household appliance. What was the first one?
Sporting event tickets.
Yeah. Gavin does that, and he thinks that's the only way that he's going to be able to hang on to his chick.
Well, she likes to go to the games, though, like Joy. If I got Joy tickets to a Cowboy game, she would love it.
That's because she's got the wetness for Tony Romo.
Oh, I know she does. My sweet, sweet Tony Romo. He's got some charity event coming up soon.
Let's see what else would be on there. You don't get clothes because you don't know the right size, so that one's always an out. I'm sure makeup's out.
They didn't mention makeup, but it should be, because I don't think most men have a problem with buying their chicks makeup, because most of them don't know what it is.
You get them perfume, but the makeup is just...
So that's personal.
Well, hey, cover something up.
They also... You want...
Go ahead.
A couple other ones. A sexy costume. Halloween is over, and buying her a sexy maid outfit for Christmas is not appropriate.
What about wash rags?
No.
They like those.
There would be no reason to have wash rags. She already has those in the house.
Massingale in a drum?
You don't give them that.
It comes in a drum?
You don't. No, it doesn't come in a drum.
How bad does that thing stink?
Oh.
Panty liners?
That'd be, no.
Vaginal douche.
Oh, no. Why would she want that?
Putty pads.
I don't think that would make it a good day.
How about a nice pillow with wings?
God. You're on a roll.
I'm done. What else is on the list?
A knife. Definitely don't get her a weapon. Oh, no, they take the cooking angle. They say she might love to cook, but buying her a meat cleaver is a bad idea. Just like with the vacuum cleaner, there's something sad about opening a gift from a significant other and finding a giant knife. It just sends the wrong message.
I got $100 says Everett buys his girlfriend or wife.
Yeah. A jawbone deer skinner.
No, you don't give them knives unless you got a full supply of amphetamine. I'll never sleep. I love you so much, I'm going to stare at you non-stop.
The rest of our lives. Literally told that to his parents.
I bought me an Adderall lick. All right, how we doing, Chloe? Go ahead, Tim.
What are you doing, honey?
Bring me some more toothpicks for my eyes. Work for Fred Flintstone.
There are gift certificates. We're talking about gifts. There are gift certificates.
This one's nasty. Set on that one for a while.
Okay. Here I have, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and New Year's Eve. Even if your office party isn't happening, chances are you'll be invited to some type of celebration.
Oh, I saw this list. Number one really is directed at Gavin, but go ahead and lead up to it.
Here are the tips to keep disaster at bay. Number one, keep the booze in check. The new study shows alcohol fuels bad behavior. Really? At holiday parties, 49% of people polled said they'd witnessed drunken coworkers flirting with other coworkers or supervisors, and 44% observed a sauced coworker spill highly inappropriate and
you don't have to read the
that.
descriptions. Just give me the highlights.
No problem. Number two, invite one date at a time.
Right.
3, if you are prone to drunk dialing.
What would that have to do with a Christmas party?
It's saying if you're prone to drunk dialing, just leave your phone at home.
Well, you're still going to be drunk when you get home.
Yeah.
I think they're going.
And when you're alone, that's when the time you want to drunk dial. If you're a party and you got the prospect of some other chicks being around, you don't have anybody you want to call. It's when you get home and you realize you failed again.
You're alone.
It's when you start looking up some of your sloppy seconds.
I think they say give it to a roommate or a friend until the next day. I don't know why a Christmas party. I have no clue.
Okay. And the final one of how not to be a party spectacle at the holiday party, keep your inner stripper at bay.
Yeah.
Gavin?
Yeah.
What?
How are you going to address that this year?
I don't have strippers.
You get, not strippers, you get naked at every event we have.
No, I don't.
Okay, then obviously I saw some other pasty fat body.
I'm not fat. And I'm not naked. I take my shirt off.
Why?
Because of the urging of other people.
No.
Yeah.
Your BAC has gone too far. And all of a sudden you think everybody in the room wants to see your Buddha belly.
That's not true at all.
Which part? Naked or Buddha belly?
I don't have a Buddha belly. That is ridiculous.
Where'd it go?
I've been working out. I've been doing a lot of cardio. I've been doing a lot of weights.
Bring your Buddha belly in here. Trace down out of the way.
I remember one of the first things we did when we had a party. And first thing he did, shirt off. I'm going, my boss is naked in public.
Yeah, I think we were at Firewater. He started doing
exactly.
a lap dance for some chicks, and his shirt comes off. Every time he gets toasted, he just thinks everybody wants to see him and his pasty body.
No, that's not true at all.
Why is it happens?
Well, if we're performing in concert and I hear people yelling, obviously I want to give them their money's worth.
All right, what about just private events where you decide that everybody needs to...
I've never taken my shirt off at a private event. When have I taken my shirt off at a private event?
Firewater?
That wasn't a private event. It was public. There was nothing going on there.
Okay, you're right. There was certainly no reason for us to address it because it happened in front of other people.
It was funny. It was a joke.
You get drunk and you get naked. When is our Christmas party this year? We having one?
I don't know.
We're not going to have one.
You're probably not going to have one.
Why?
Because of the economy and state that we're in right now.
Are we changing formats?
What does that mean?
Because of the state we're in right now because of the economy.
What's going on?
Well, it's just tough times, tough economic times. So
Station crap to bed?
No, we don't feel it's right.
No reason to give a party to people who aren't going to be here much longer?
Oh, my God.
Why do I bring this up? Yeah, it's going to be a Christmas party. It'll be great.
A lot of companies aren't having parties this year.
We never spend anything on parties. Why would, especially this company, why would this be the year that we don't have one? We never pay for anything.
No,
Are we not having a Christmas party?
We're not going to have a Christmas party.
Well, I'm going back to Clear Channel.
Why?
Because they know how to treat a feller.
Oh, you never show up to the Christmas party. You've gotten invited. You never show up.
I went that one year at the Hard Rock.
Yeah, he did. He got up on stage, played guitar.
That was the year that you were stealing all the lottery tickets and you won the guitar.
I did not steal any tickets.
That's the only reason I stopped going is I got tired of that sham.
You didn't sign up like you were supposed to. You didn't RSVP.
You had all our lottery tickets. Am I
not.
lying?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Shut up, JD.
No, don't come in here and tell him to shut up.
Well, someone shut up because listen, I had the correct amount of lottery tickets.
You're right. We'll shut up.
Well, that's not fair. I had the correct amount of lottery tickets, and I put them in, and I put all my eggs in one basket, so to speak, and I won the Motley Crue guitar fair and square. Well, somebody's got to speak.
We're just doing as we were commanded.
Oh, gee. Well, please, by all means, speak. I'm sorry. My apologies. It's a heated thing because that thing sits on my wall, deservedly so. And I got booed for it.
Because you stole it.
I did not steal it. I put the tickets in the basket. They pulled my name.
How amazing. You're the one that got the guitar. You're the one that went and got it signed, and then magically you win it at the Christmas parties because it was a great big hose job. You got the intern who called you, one of your butt buddies, that you got him to call your name out. Who'd you blow to get that guitar?
No, this is so not true. So wrong. So wrong. Listen, I collect guitars. Therefore, I put my eggs...
Oh, is that what you call it? Collecting?
Yeah.
Instead of stealing? Absconding?
Stealing. It's not fair. I'm an employee
Everybody
of CBS.
in this company knows that you stole a guitar.
I did not steal that guitar. I'm an employee of CBS. Therefore, I have every right, just like everyone else, to put my raffle tickets in there.
You put your raffle tickets, my raffle tickets, Russ's, JD's, and Dan's, and close because you took all of ours.
And that is not true.
That's exactly what happened.
No, it's not.
Are you always confrontational? We need a break.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We don't know what's next, but we do know it'll be good. The Russ Martin Show.
Oh, I got a live one here.
Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
Keep busting.
What'd you ask me about?
The Deadpool email you just sent me says you want Paul Benedict. Who is he? When did he die?
Mr. Bentley from the Jeffersons.
Okay, didn't know that.
Hey, you really can't put someone on your Deadpool that I just emailed you, forwarded you the email to notice that he died.
I don't have my email on.
You just sent this, an email.
And you just closed down your email.
Turns on to send that out? Paul Benedict dead?
Yeah, I guess. Trey?
Is he?
Yeah.
You don't get him.
Why not?
Trey sends you the email that he's dead, and you don't get to send out the email directly afterwards that he is on your Deadpool. He's gone. This Polly has passed.
He's worth 30 points.
And you don't get him.
Did you know he was dead?
I didn't know he's dead. Doesn't mean he does. There's a lot of people died today that I don't know.
Neither do I. What makes you think I'm more in touch than you are?
Because Trey gave you the email.
I don't check my email.
You just sent it out of your email.
I sent it out. I didn't know the man died.
It's quite suspicious.
Most of the things in my life are.
I don't know what that means.
Damn. Hang on, I'll pull up the story. Does everybody know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Mr. Bentley. Let's see what happened to him. Paul Benedict, the actor who played the English neighbor, Harry Bentley, on the sitcom The Jeffersons, died. He was 70. Benedict was found dead Monday. This seemed to be a good place for people to hang out. On Martha's Vineyard, and his brother Charles said authorities were still investigating the cause of death. Benedict, it talks about his acting career. Went on to appear in a number of movies, including a role as the oddball director in The Goodbye Girl with Richard Dreyfuss.
Forgot about that.
Mainly known for his role as Bentley in The Jeffersons, which ran for 10 years, from 1975 to 85. And that's all of it. That's quite a shock.
It's not.
But a windfall.
Well, you don't get the points.
I'm taking 30 points.
You're not taking anything because he's gone, and he was gone when you sent the email. He died Monday.
How do you know?
You just read it.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I like to shut those things out. All right. Ready to finish news, Dan?
Yeah, sure.
What is line one, Alfie?
He's talking about Gavin's guitar scam.
Yes, Michael.
Hey, I'm just curious on Gavin being the rules for himself and not for you. I mean, I remember whenever you were trying to win a motorcycle, and he got all bent out of shape on you on not letting you have it.
Yeah, and I actually it was who was it? Jagger was qualifying people for a motorcycle. I listened. I called in. I was a right caller. I played the rule just like everybody else.
Yeah,
absolutely. Down to the letter.
Gavin shoved the little collection. Thanks, Mike. Little collection box with all his coupons so he could win the guitar. I actually played by the station's rules.
Right. And that, of course, does he really think we're that stupid that we all came to that party and we all got our name tags, but none of us got our coupons? And then suddenly
And the only person that collects guitars wins. And I believe Gavin even went and got that himself, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Put it up for auction. One of the many prizes that all the employees could win. And the only one that would want that was the one that got it.
Exactly. There's a reason he got booed when he got it.
Yeah, because
everybody knew it.
Right. What's right?
Well, and when Gavin normally does something like that, he'll get 2 guitars, one for him, then one for like the auction or anything else. This time he only got one because he knew he was going to get it.
One.
It's a lock.
And he got, I don't know who the intern was. It was pulling the names out and calling them, but obviously the fix was in, and Gavin blew somebody for his Motley Crue guitar. And are we really not having a Christmas party?
No, we're not. I asked him off the air. I said, is that a bit, or are we really not having one? He goes, we're really not having one.
And the reasoning is what? We never pay anything for it. Everybody too depressed to have a party?
No. I mean, you want the truth?
Okay.
All right. It's just there's been some cutbacks, and the company didn't think it'd be a good time to celebrate with people being laid off.
It's the best time to celebrate. We're still here.
Well,
yeah, it's more reason to party.
You don't invite the people that got popped. That would be showy.
Go to our party. Watch us celebrate the new year with employment.
Look at this. For Christmas, we all got salaries. What'd you get?
Oh, God bless us, everyone.
I've seen this go from having Christmas bonuses and huge parties to having huge parties to having decent parties to having embarrassing parties. Now, no party, no bonus, no nothing, no get off my lawn.
They used to hand out Christmas bonuses here?
Not here. Other stations, a long time ago.
No, we've never gotten bonuses here. Ever. When JD and I worked for a top 40 station back in the 80s, not only would they give you a Christmas bonus, if it was supposed to be for $300, they'd add the taxes onto it. So it'd be a check for like $383.
Oh, that's nice.
So once the taxes came out, you got $300.
Plus a turkey or a ham, plus, the party, huge parties. I mean, hotel parties.
Then we worked at the Eagle, and Ed Watka, the general manager, walked around one year and handed out Pez. Were you there, Chloe?
I wasn't there for that, no.
There you go. Merry Christmas. Shove that in your pee hole.
I didn't bother to point out the fact that, we're not getting anything.
Fine. Let's just throw our own damn party.
Yeah, we can have it up here. We had that empty sales area renovated. The stage is already built. The floor's been redone. We'll have a party up here. And we'll charge employees $15 a head.
Oh, God, we're making money on the Christmas party. And have the Russ Martin Show band.
We'll play. We'll have. We'll set it up. Have it on. And you know what? We'll also have it on a weekend for a change instead of a Wednesday or Thursday, which the station's always done because that's the only way that they could trade out with some place to go and have it there.
Because it was always an early Thursday in the month of December.
So we'll have it on. We can either have it the 13th or the 20th. Somebody pick one.
13th.
You think 15? $20 a head.
Russ,
15. John,
you're not going to charge people to come to a Christmas party.
I'm not.
The whole idea of a Christmas party is a celebration of the year's events.
Okay.
It's supposed to be free.
Well, I got costs that I'm going to have to obviously absorb myself. I got to get food. I got to get a band, which is a lot of money.
The band's free.
Both of those things, you get food from sugar babies.
Dude, I'm letting you in for free.
Well, F those backers.
Yeah, 20 heads good.
Actually, you know what? 10 for regular employees, 20 for management.
Yeah, and when they complain about it, we'll tell them they're getting an employee's discount.
Mm-hmm. All right, it's on for the 13th. Let me mark it down.
David Henry.
Huh?
Charge David Henry.
Oh, yeah, David Henry. He can't stand it when he can't get into some place. Mm-hmm. A couple of the white trash parties, he could, because of security, he couldn't get backstage.
No, I know.
It was limited. I don't know what color red he normally is. but he jumped up a couple of shades to beyond tomato.
Jesus, stop.
I'm the general manager. Let me back there. I'll shoot you.
We should charge him to park.
Oh, yeah, we got to set up valet.
Yes. Yeah.
Get one of the valet services, and we'll charge them to park in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm. And charge them for their drinks.
This is great.
Oh, yeah, they're not going to get anything for free. I know. We'll give them all, as they come in, 2 free drink coupons for beer.
It's like they did us last year.
But we steal all the Gavins.
And then we have a drawing. But yeah, every year they had the Christmas party. Here you go. Here are your drink coupons.
Okay.
2? Yeah, but that's only for beer and wine. Anything that you'd actually want to drink is going to cost. Well, how just festive.
Yeah, tap beer and boxed wine.
All right, I'll tell Gavin when he decides to come back to his office and actually act like he's got a job. All right, 5:45. Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
Thank you, Russ.
And we'll let listeners in for free.
That'd be nice. Do we want to have a party with listeners?
Well,
they're going to bring their breath.
We'll keep
we'll hand out mints.
We'll keep it limited and just put them in their own cube.
Okay. All right. Sounds like fun.
But employees are going to cough up $20 a head.
That's a great idea.
I'm going to have it this weekend just to start the dickness.
This party lasts a week.
We're going to do 13th or the 20th?
13th.
That's what everybody wants?
Sure.
Okay. Saturday, December 13th. Plan ahead.
Perfect.
Dan?
An Oklahoma state lawmaker is proposing changing the state's legal dropout age. Currently, about 29% of Oklahoma high school students drop out. State Senator Kenneth Corn said we can't continue to let that number grow. I'm afraid that's where we're headed. Right now, students...
I missed it. They're going to drop it or raise it?
Raise it.
Okay.
Right now, students can drop out without parental consent after their 16th birthday. Corn wants to raise that legal age to 18. He also said the state needs to put more money into education. Now, Corn also said the current law really doesn't crack down on parents if their child drops out. His plan could impose fines on parents whose children leave school before they turn 18. They'll consider the bill when their session begins next month.
Well, it's not going to change anything. If a kid doesn't want to go to school at 13, just because the laws change, isn't going to... And they're not going to care if their parents get locked up. If I'm 13 years old, I drop out of school, my dad gets locked up, I just look at that as a windfall.
You're going to go with him. You're going to be in juvie. We're going to get
They pick you up?
They will in Colleyville, yeah. They pick up the kid, and they also bring the parent in. And if the parent, you can't prove that you did everything in your power to make that kid go to school, they will fine you. They won't put you in jail, but they will fine you. No, the kid goes to juvie. But the point of 18 is absurd. Most kids graduate by then.
That's why they bumped it up to 18. You can't stop until legally you should be out of the system.
I guess that makes sense.
Hang on, Gavin's in his office. Hang on to that story for a second.
So,
Gavin.
Yes.
We've decided to have a Christmas party on our own. We'll do it in the sales area that was cleared out that we've converted into a performance area.
Okay, that's
the 13th?
13th.
We're going to have it on the weekend.
Saturday
the 13th. All right, what time? You want me to send out a company email?
Sure.
Company-wide.
7?
8?
Yeah. We like 8. That way we can do a sound check from 7 until 8.
Okay. 13th, 8 o'clock, Saturday night.
Everybody gets 2 free drink coupons. And it's $20 a head.
$20 a head?
Yeah.
Plus parking.
Valet.
No.
No self-park.
No. No, you can't charge employees to get into a company Christmas party.
It's not a company Christmas party. It's my party. The company said they're not going to have one.
It's on our property.
But I'm the one throwing it. And I'm also the one that's paid for most of the renovation in that sales area.
No. It's on our property. You can't charge people on our property.
Try and bust the door.
Well, I'm not even invited?
Yeah, if you got $20.
Oh, Jesus, Russ. You can't do this.
Why?
Because.
Why are we not having... What?
Because of the economic times. We're not having a party this year.
Obviously, I'm going to have to suck up the money myself. I'm going to shell out all the expenses. I got to get a band. I got to get food. I got to get drinks. That's a lot.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
What does it cost you? Majestic liquor? Sugar babies? Bands free?
$20. Plus valet, no self-park.
Tow truck on the premises.
Yeah, illegally parked. See how long it sits there.
No, we're not doing this.
In fact, we're even going to hire Lone Star Towing.
No. When the party starts, put up the signs.
Yeah. Everybody gets parked, then you put up the no towing sign, no parking sign. Man, this is going to be a windfall.
Yeah, it'll be a great night.
So go ahead and send out the company email. No freebies. No clients.
No. I don't. How am I supposed to explain this?
It's a party. It's a Christmas party.
On CBS property.
Okay?
Yeah. We can't have a Christmas party.
We're not having our own. I'm going to have it. So as a result, I'm going to need money to recoup my losses. $20 at the door. $25 for valet. No self-park.
You can't charge people to go to a company Christmas party.
Okay. Well, show up and try and crash it. You ever been shot?
This is ridiculous. You can't shoot me in my own building.
Well, never mind.
So go ahead and send it out. And also, I want 2 cans of food for charity.
No.
Yes.
It's very thoughtful. Texas Food Bank. Oh, you're turning down a charity at Christmas? That'll look good in the paper.
No, I'm going to be charged $20 for putting this thing together.
You're not going to put anything together. I'm going to handle it. $20 at the door. I'll put it back into my police fire foundation.
No.
And then you can collect the 2 cans of food and send it over to Pugs and Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know how many RSVPs you got. Go ahead, Dan.
By now, you probably know that talking on your cell phone while driving can be a major distraction.
They got to be hungry by now.
Yeah. But have you ever wondered while talking with another passenger in the car doesn't seem to have the same effect? According to researchers from the University of Utah, it has something to do, or it has to do with something called inattention blindness.
Yeah, you're a retard. If you're dicking around on your cell phone, you're not paying attention. If you're texting or doing anything but keeping an eye on the road, then you're an idiot.
Well, they're saying, but how is that any different than having somebody sit in my car and talk?
If somebody sits in the car, not only are you talking to them, your hands are on the steering wheel, and you got somebody else in the car that's also watching traffic.
Is that where it's going down?
I don't know, but that's what makes sense. If you're on the phone, then you're focused on that person on the other end of the phone, and you're not looking around. If somebody's sitting in the car, time to time you'll look over at them, and you're a little more aware of the road. Having a passenger isn't the same thing as being on the phone. That argument falls apart pretty fast.
That makes sense. And like I said, we go back to every single day somebody tries to run me off the road. And my truck's not small. It's really not. And every single day I guarantee it's 90% of the time it's a chick, and 100% of the time she's on the phone.
Now, normally I'd go with you on the chick thing.
That's my experience.
But it's anybody with a cell phone. It makes no difference. I had a guy in a Ford F-150, luckily not you, cut me off coming to work on the phone, looks at me like, how come you didn't move quicker?
Out of my way, Jack.
On the phone. No concept that actually anybody else uses these roadways.
It's amazing. We haven't come up with a law before now. And it's going to happen. Just a matter.
So now they're saying, what about the phones? It's an affliction?
Yeah, it's defined as 50% impairment in processing visual stimuli. That's inattention blindness. So what they're saying is it's now a documented impairment. That means your ability to pay attention to what's going on around you is cut in half.
Well, you know what? If I was wearing a mop bucket on my head, that would be an affliction as well, because that's really going to cut down on my peripheral. So why is it they had to go do a study with cell phones?
Because people are always trying to justify their actions and why what they're doing is not unsafe, because other people may suck at texting or talking on the phone while driving, but me, I'm really good at it, so shove it.
Why list it as an affliction? I'm missing where this is.
Impairment.
Well, obviously it's an impairment because you've got people who aren't watching anything else that's going on.
Maybe as a documented impairment now, it gives the lawmakers room to go, hey, here's some teeth to this deal. It's now documented that if people are...
So they're actually looking at this to ban the cell phones.
I believe so.
They don't say that in the story, but that's where it's heading. Because why else
I thought
do
it was coming up as an excuse. Well, you know what? It's not the fact that I'm on the cell phone. I have an affliction.
No, I think it gives...
Well, you know what? I'd also have an affliction if I drove around with a water wiggle tied to my head. A little yarn bapping me in the forehead. That probably would throw me off.
As funny as that would be.
I think you'd have something pre-existing.
Well, luckily, I can only get as far as the water hose goes.
I just love the fact when people are, they're driving like jackasses on the phone, and you honk at them.
Oh, no. They hold the phone up like, hey, on the phone. I can't hear.
Yeah, you're the a-hole.
No, they don't want to be the a-hole. I should have been able to spot way before I got up to the car that there's a vinegar and water pouch behind the wheel. I should have known that. That's my fault. I should have just pulled over to the side of the road and set myself ablaze.
There's a guy I was driving home last night. He's driving 15 and a 40. He literally 15 and a 40.
Okay.
Swerving in between lanes, but I finally get up next to him, trying to pass him. His phone is like this right in front of his face, and he's just texting away. God. And I honk at him. And he looks over at me, flips me off, and just goes right back to him.
Now I got to start again.
You idiot, I missed it. Period.
What's the end of the story?
When drivers talk to another passenger in the car, they don't suffer from the inattention blindness because the passenger actually helps the driver process what's going on outside the car. So now you have talking on your cell phone as a documented impairment.
And if you were holding a phone up to your ear, then you don't really have the stereo perception that you would if that thing wasn't glued to the side of your head. Now, you're looking back and forth. You don't have anything strapped to your head. You're talking to a person in a car. And you've got somebody else that can actually keep track of what else is going on.
I learned that the hard way, unfortunately, holding the phone up to the side of my face. Almost pushed somebody off, and I went, that's my last day on the phone without a headset.
Okay. What are those on hold, Alfie?
Those are truck drivers who are upset at people on phones.
As a truck driver, they can almost get away with anything.
Yeah, but they must see. Oh, can you imagine? We're only on the road a few minutes a day.
Hold on. All of them are truck drivers? Okay. Yes, Michael.
Hey, Bob. I drive a big truck, and driving down the road, I can see folks on the phone almost swerving into me. I've almost been hit countless times, and they're on the phone, and I'm driving down the road with a great big billboard on the side of my truck. I'm not small, so they do it. They're idiots on the road, just stupid.
Well, and not even the cell phones. I can just fasten the other things that you got to deal with on the road. Because I've seen people, you've got an 18-wheeler with trailer in tow, and you'll see 3 cars be right next to that 18-wheeler, all on his left side, meaning if something happens, he's got nowhere to go. They won't actually leave the room in case that diesel's got to make some type of maneuver. You sit there, you pack in, and you just think, well, if something happens, he'll probably go off to the right.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong.
How much did them diesel horns cost?
How much is what?
Them horns.
You go to a truck stop. There's a couple truck stops south of Dallas. You can buy replica train horn. It's just a little bit smaller than train horn. Put it in the back of your truck, about $250, $300.
All right.
And I tell you what, you blow one of those in the back of your truck, in the bed of your truck, it's like a train coming back, and you're gonna.
All right, thanks.
I thought we looked at that before as well.
Well, I did, but I don't get put in the bed of your truck.
Well, maybe that's what
because sometimes.
What?
Your BAC might be a little too high, and you honk your horn, and you think somebody's coming up your ass.
Maybe the tank goes in the bed. I don't think the horn goes in the bed.
Well, that would work.
Yeah, the horn goes in the front.
No, I looked at the freight train horns. I think it was between $800 and $1,100.
That's what I was going to say.
And at the time, that sounded like it was really extravagant.
Yeah.
But really, all you need to do is use it once and watch somebody go over the guardrail.
You feel so bad.
No.
Somebody goes over a guardrail and you scare the crap out of them?
Get off the phone.
They will when they hit the ground.
Maybe the person you're talking to can call for help.
He obviously got hit by a train officer. Check all the tracks.
When that guy came up that was going to sell me one and demoed out on the front of the building, you could feel it inside the building. You go outside. Both Trey and I knew he was about to honk the horn. He lays on it, and Trey throws his Diet Coke all over himself. Because it goes up through you. There's no way that you can prepare for what that's going to sound like 4 or 5 feet away.
No. That would be fun if you could do it, put it in the truck and play with it. But $1,500, probably teach you now, by the time you do that, is it really worth it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get them this weekend.
After the first time you get to use it, you're in your mind, this has already been paid for 9 times over, especially if they go over into oncoming.
I wonder, is it legal? Do we ever check? See if it's legal to have a train horn?
Yes.
Did you check?
Train's got them. Do we need to break?
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
CBS presents this program in color.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Okay, Daniel, go ahead.
All right, this last check of traffic is brought to us by Grey's Anatomy on ABC. Right now, a couple of problems in Farmers Branch. 35 northbound to Valley View Lane. You still have that boat trailer, which is stuck in the right shoulder. That has everyone backed up down to Royal Lane. Yeah, actually, it was Pat Summerall's boat trailer. And also, Farmers Branch, 635 westbound after Welch Road. You have an accident in the carpool lane. That is everyone backed up to 75. Now in Dallas, 35 southbound at Continental. The two left lanes are closed due to a crash, making that area even more sluggish. And on the tollway northbound before Lover's Lane, you have a disabled vehicle blocking the left lane. Backup isn't too bad. It's just down to Mockingbird. And you still have construction going on in Arlington, I-20 eastbound between Cooper and Matlock. You have the two lanes closed there. That's the two right lanes. And it's slow in the immediate area. Backup is to Park Springs. There's your last check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on The Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Dan. Cold, very cold, actually. Freezing or worse tonight, depending on where you are. 50 for the high tomorrow. We're 46 and partly cloudy. Now at live 105.3.
We had to practice during the break.
No, you didn't. There's lots of time to practice. How about after the show? How about before the show? How about the weekends? Any other time? You don't have to practice during the break.
You're not here those times.
I am. I know. I understand.
Plus, you busted the bass amp earlier.
I didn't bust it.
You walked into it.
Somebody put it up on the shelf. And
I put it on the counter so I could hear it. Lee Harris was going to come in and try and learn Footloose. You came in and just kicked it into the wall.
I didn't kick in the wall. You put a black cord up in the air, and I never saw it.
Well, how amazing. The only thing in here black you kicked.
I just didn't see the cord. You don't hang a cord where people normally walk. You don't tell somebody.
Chloe came in twice, went over here into the corner, and never hit it.
Well, so okay for Chloe. I didn't see it. You don't hang a cord in the middle where people walk, put a flag on it or something.
Chloe, did you see it?
Of course. It's obvious.
It's not obvious, you little monkey. It was a black cord hanging out halfway up on the wall.
Everybody else saw it.
I doubt Chloe even saw it.
He didn't walk into it.
Because he didn't come over here.
No, the amp's busted.
I didn't bust no amp. I heard it during the break. All during the break.
It's a bass amp. How you going to know if it's busted?
You got me. Point on that one.
Lee Harris was in here. I went, all right, we got 5 minutes during this break. I hate this damn song. Well, you're the one that wanted something a little more challenging. It's only Footloose. How hard could the bass line be?
I heard it.
I didn't realize until I actually got in the middle of the song. I went, somebody play some thick strings are going to have an issue with this.
He's got those big meaty fingers.
Yeah, he doesn't move up and down the neck too fluidly.
I just heard him yesterday in the hall. I'm stupid. I'm
the
face on. Dude, dancing like an idiot.
What are those on hold, Alfie?
They're about the train horns.
Oh. Yes, Cindy.
Yes, Russ. I'm a licensed state inspector, safety and emissions, and they told us in the class when we got certified that any car 25 years or less that does not have the stock horn on it, you fail it. Now, your General Lee is an exception because it's considered a classic.
All right, so 25 years is the cutoff.
Yes, sir.
Why would that be the cutoff? Because even the cars that are older than 25 years, they have to go through a safety-only inspection, and that includes the horn.
I understand that, and there is something, unfortunately, right now you caught me as I'm off work. So I'm not able to exactly specify, but I know with the classic cars, there's an exception. But you cannot, I know you definitely cannot put a train horn on it, and the DPS troopers who are giving the class told us several horror stories on things, such as one, a gentleman had like a Ford Taurus, i.e. probably about 1988, that rattled the windows of the shop while he was up there checking on the inspector.
The Ford Taurus had a train horn on it?
Yes, it did.
Where'd they put it?
I have no idea, but they wired it in.
What if the horn is on there, but it's not hooked up? Only the factory horn is hooked up.
I believe that's okay. Now, it's like, as is what you don't know and you don't see, it's okay. But I'm not really licensed to say that, and God, I probably just got myself in a lot of trouble.
No, that's all right. Nobody knows who you are. But thank you, though.
I do have a question, though. How come your shop doesn't offer inspections?
Because it's a lot more cash to outlay to get all the equipment. I'm sure that's, what, a couple $100,000 just to get all the emissions testing equipment and the thing they stick the car on so you can run it and don't run into the wall?
The dyno?
Well, whatever.
I was just asking because I'd like to use your shop, unfortunately, and the last thing I needed on my car was an inspection because I do all my own oil changes and everything else.
Well, you could still drop it off there. There's a state inspection place. It's like a mile away. We run it up there and then bring it back.
Yeah, that's what Daryl told me when I called.
Yeah. There's no surcharge for that.
I know, but just rather you'd have the money go to your charity than somebody else.
Well, we haven't made a profit yet, so the charity's not getting dick.
Oh, damn.
Well, it's called break even, babe.
Oh.
Thank you.
You get a ton of business, really? No break even yet? I would think so.
Do you know how much equipment I had to buy just to get started?
I know the list.
And they also, the landlord likes rent.
Rent.
And there's also insurance.
Yes.
And then Daryl's got this weird thing about money.
Well, salaries. Okay.
Is it breaking even?
Huh?
Is it supporting itself?
I don't know.
Are you still having to write checks for it?
No.
Well, then it's at least supporting itself.
That's good. Well, that still doesn't mean it's made a profit. It's not going to make a profit until all the equipment's paid for.
I understand that, but if it's at least supporting itself in 6 months, that's very, very good. Which means?
Well, we probably would be making a profit at this point if Daryl would stop spiffing people on different things, like Dan's free oil change. And whatever he did for you, Trey. He what?
Nothing?
I don't even have a car.
No, Daryl kept it.
Yeah.
And the battery.
All right. What is the other one, Alfie?
He's an EMS fire in North Dallas.
All right. See, this brings them business.
Yes, I tell.
Yes, Luke.
Hey, buddy. I'm a firefighter up in North Dallas, and we actually installed those train horns on our ambulance, and oh my God, those things work. When I hit that horn, they scatter.
Well, it makes sense for an emergency vehicle because you got, for whatever reason, the lights and the normal siren doesn't really seem to be an attention getter because I rode with Addison paramedics 10, 15 years ago. You go through intersections, and I'll be freaking damned if nobody stopped.
Yep. And then the patient's family has the gall to say, what took you so long? Well, come right out with us, and we'll figure that one out.
And also, it's going to take me a little bit longer because I just went out on a call where a guy just hawked up a snot wad and decided because it had blood in it, we need to come out and check it.
Exactly.
Now, when you guys go out on a call that didn't really need attention, do you charge them for that?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes we'll bump it up and give them stuff that they don't need so that we get more money from them.
Are you with a private company or a city company?
City.
Wow, I didn't know they did that.
I got an earache. You're going to need a saline drip.
I don't need a saline drip.
Yep.
Yeah. Where?
I understand that.
I don't need saline. I just need an ear. It hurts.
I have to.
Well, you wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're getting an IV.
All right. Thanks, Luke, for what you do.
Thanks, boss.
All right. I didn't realize you got charged regardless.
I didn't either.
Because when JD and I rode with Station 47, it was just, we were over there dropping off Cokes. They went, got a call, you want to go? Right around the corner. It was literally some guy had the hiccups. But I didn't see him write any paperwork. We weren't there long enough.
We didn't ask them if they charged them. I didn't know they did that as a city. Now, as a private organization, you can do whatever you want.
I think you pretty much get billed for, you call 911 and they send someone out, you don't pay something for it.
You think that would cut down on all the idiotic phone calls of, I got the snots or my vagina's got the cheese?
I think if people realized they were going to pay for it, they would. But I think a lot of people still think it's part of their tax dollar that they can just abuse the system.
Well, that's a good question. Why ain't it part of their tax dollars?
I always thought it was. I'm sure shocked to know they charge you.
Yeah.
If for true emergency, they may not. But I know if it's frivolous, like if you call and you just want, like, if it's not life-threatening, but then they have to take you to the hospital, I think it's like $800.
I just would have. I could see charging for frivolous and for transport, but just having the fire department come out, I didn't know that there was just a standard fee. When the cops pick you up, they don't charge you nothing.
No, that's on the news.
All right. Any more of those, Alfie?
Line 1, I think she's EMS dispatch.
Well, she hung up. What did she want?
She was saying in Carrollton, they only charge you if they have to transport you somewhere, but they don't charge if they just go out to your house and take care of you.
Any medical attention on the scene. It's just if you go from one place to the other.
Exactly.
Okay, that would be transport. Go ahead, Dan.
All right. Have you ever noticed how many random studies there are floating around, which manage to be interesting while having no practical value whatsoever? Yes. Oh, we have another one. This one examined the professions that are most and least likely to cause a car accident. Here we have the five professions which are most likely to cause a car accident. Coming in at number 5, speech therapist. Number 4, psychologist. 3.
Oh, absolutely.
Why?
Because almost any psychologist we've had on the show has always been psychotic.
Well, does that cause a car accident?
Because they're psychotic.
I'll will him out of my way. I know. Every therapist I've ever been to, I've walked away going, I could have done that with a book.
And a lot of them have gone from marriage to marriage. All right. How is it as a marriage counselor? And don't give me the thing if you've been through it.
Well, that's the answer. I've been through it, so I know what the pitfalls are. It's like
that's like is giving me advice on getting married and prenups, and he keeps getting married and giving chicks money.
But he's learned each time he's added more to the
He's been married 5 times, and his whole show is based on not letting chicks screw you around. Dude, do you listen to your show?
That's why he's who he is now. Because he's learned. He wasn't that way years ago.
I believe he's had 2 or 3 marriages since the last 8 years.
Tommy, I can't help it.
And you can have think of a prenup as you want, but obviously something's slipping through the cracks if you keep giving these chicks money.
Well, I think, didn't he say he offered them something? Even in the prenup, it's like, you're going to get this, but don't ask for that, because this is what I'm offering you.
I don't know why you have to offer anything. Short of, if it's a contract, there has to be some consideration. And if you say, all right, I'm going to give you $35, there's a consideration for signing this contract. No. If you actually don't get something in return, I believe the contract's null.
Yeah. But I'm sure with California, they have such screwball laws as far as alimony, all that other stuff. There may be a different set out there where he's required to give them
a percentage of something.
Yeah, a sizable sum.
But they had nothing to do with his wealth. They weren't there when he started in radio. They had nothing to do with his ratings. They weren't out doing PR for his show. Why would you get anything? Why would you couldn't just look at it as, hey, I was married to him for a few years. I got to live in a nice mansion. Now I don't have that anymore. Why is it you think all of a sudden, just because you become acclimated to that, it should continue? Don't tell me that's your lifestyle. It wasn't your lifestyle before you got married. It was for a short time, and now it ain't no more. That's called hills and valleys.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you why. Because I can go to jail. I can go to court rather and get that cash because there's a judge that'll do it. Period. I'm not going to leave that money on the table. It's in the law.
It's not yours.
It is mine. Tell a judge, because he's the one telling you to give it to me. You argue with the judge, not with me.
Not arguing with him. I didn't marry him. But I got a better chance of getting a blowjob out of him.
You could talk to him about that also.
And you have chicks go back and challenge prenups. You signed it. You signed it long before the marriage. It wasn't a day before. That's why you have them get their own attorney, independent, has got nothing to do with your legal counsel. That way they can't come back and say, well, I used his attorney and I just felt like I was getting railroaded. No. You go get your own attorney and you pay for it. So nobody can say it was a friend of mine. You look at it, take his advice, you sign it. That way when things go teeps up, you get nothing.
Just sad that we have to go into marriage. I know the percentages, but you have to go into marriage as a business deal versus just...
You have to go in realistically because they morph.
I know they do. God knows I know. Lord, I'm the poster child.
And because we haven't figured out, even till today, what their gestation period is, you got to have a prenup.
They're all different. That's the odd part. Some of them...
What? Me. Go ahead, Dan.
The rest of the top 5 of the most likely professions to cause a car crash. Number 3, general practitioner. 2, a metallurgist, engineers who examine the properties of metals. And number 1 is a bus driver.
Yeah, I've seen Stacy drive.
Have you really?
Yeah, I rode with him in his truck before.
He's a good driver. He goes through the streets of Dallas every day. That giant-ass bus.
Have you been behind or next to
dark buses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very good drivers.
They don't know from pedestrians.
They do. They don't.
Get near a dark bus and see what the penalty is.
They drive all the time. You don't hear about wrecks very rarely.
No.
And they're out there all the time.
Normally you need a witness for that.
It's hard to speak up when you're dead.
They don't hear about passenger people getting run over all the time.
Exactly.
They're not very loud. They are initially. Go ahead, Dan.
And now we have the least likely professions to cause a car crash. Number 5, a butler. Number 4, a milliner, which is somebody who makes and sells hats.
Makes whose hats?
Makes and sells hats.
Oh, all right.
So obviously very exciting. Zoologist, horse dealer, and an engraver.
The entire study was based on what?
Just statistics of who's most likely to cause a car crash.
Well, I got that. But normally when you get a ticket, it doesn't have your occupation on it, does it?
I guess maybe.
Oh, that's right. I don't get tickets. Go ahead, Dan.
Senate Banking Committee Chairman Chris Dodd says inaction on the auto industry would amount to playing Russian roulette with the entire economy of the United States.
Well, they give them the money. Or don't.
The humbled heads of the big 3 automakers pledged to mend their ways and place renewed focus.
So they've admitted they've been F-ups.
You screwed up.
Well, if you say, we're going to mend our ways,
we didn't know.
Then you've obviously blown it in the past.
We didn't really know you were actually going to look at our numbers.
And that proposal that Ford gave to Congress yesterday, the one that we read, Dan's right. Everything that I read on that, would you really, as a company, want to already operate that way?
Shouldn't that have been your plan from the beginning?
Well, and that's the whole thing. It's like
efficient cars now. Efficient ones. And
well, here's the thing. Hang on, Dan. Yeah. Is a lot of the reasons that the car companies are where they are is they're manufacturers. They're retailing. They're selling things that the public wants. Obviously, we didn't want hybrids. We didn't want high-mileage vehicles. We wanted vehicles big, bulky, that were gas monsters. And you're not going to make something if you don't think there's going to be a market for it. There's been a market for SUVs, Suburbans, trucks, big things that roll.
Sure.
And that's what they made. And now we're going to hold them responsible because they got screwed.
Well, and Ford has come out and even admitted that they made too many models. They thought, you know what, if we make different varieties of all different cars, people will buy them. No, they didn't as much.
Well, and I've never gotten the concept of that as you have a Ford Taurus and a Ford something else, same freaking car, different nameplates.
Right. Oh, you mean like the Ford Taurus and the Mercury Sable?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. That stuff never made any sense to me.
And you've got the whole GMC line, same freaking truck.
Identical.
Different. And in fact, I've had friends that worked on the assembly line that said sometimes they'd come off the assembly line, the front would say Chevy and the rear would say GMC.
And that's something to do with antitrust that between GMC and GM. And
are they not part of GM?
Oh no, they are, and they're made on the same factory line. But the one you have to.
Trey's going to tell us now.
Okay,
all right.
Over here,
everybody lean back. Tell us about antitrust, Trey. Dan?
Yeah. General Motors CEO Richard Wagner, the first of the 3 CEOs to testify in 2 days of hearings on Capitol Hill, said his company was creating a blueprint for a new General Motors. Just in time, bud. As he asked Congress for $12 billion in loans and a $6 billion line of credit. The CEOs admitted mistakes before the Senate Banking Committee, but also told federal lawmakers the strains of the global financial crisis have hindered their efforts to reinvent themselves. Maybe if you were more proactive.
Well, again, we weren't ravenous for hybrids, other vehicles that were going to get high gas mileage. We wanted horsepower. We wanted size, especially in the South. And we don't like to carpool. We don't like to ride with other people. We don't like rails. We don't like buses. We don't like anything, but we're not in control of the vehicle. And the bigger the vehicle, the bigger we feel.
And the problem is we ran into the whole thing of, it's not like Toyota and Honda and Nissan. It's not like they only made cars. They got into the SUVs, into the trucks as well. They were able to carry over themselves as, they were branded as, dependable car manufacturers and carried over into trucks.
And they also made trucks that were full size, not as big as a Ford or a Chevy, looked pretty close, still had the same payload, got better gas mileage.
The new Toyota really is it's a good looking truck. It really is. And it's as big as a Ford F-150.
So I don't know if you can specifically blame the auto manufacturers for everything. We created the market. We're the ones that kept buying what they were making as far as the larger vehicles. They had smaller cars that got better gas mileage. We didn't like those. That's why you've got truck plants all over the place, truck SUV, because there's a market for that.
I think it all boils down to the planned obsolescence.
Huh? I know what planned obsolescence means. What do you mean? Are you still talking about they're making crappy vehicles?
Yeah.
No, they're really not anymore. I mean, that's one thing they said is the fact of the matter is.
Well, not now.
Well, I think planned obsolescence was a phrase that was used a lot in the 70s, and then you got through the 80s, and then you had the new Chrysler, and they had their K cars. Ran like K. But, yeah, as far as the things wearing out at a certain time and knowing that you were going to get digged, I think they really got away from that.
Oh, I do too, and that's what somebody was saying today. Is the sad thing is for the big three is quality-wise they have stepped it up. I mean, long before right now, but there's always a gap between when they actually do it and when people start to realize, hey, they're making good cars again. And unfortunately, that gap has come right in a global financial crisis. So.
Well, the Chevy truck I had back in the 90s, I owned that vehicle for 4 or 5 years. I never had any issues with it, and that was the first truck I'd owned that I never had any problems with. This Dodge I've got, I think I've had it for 4 years. No issues. Except the gut.
What?
Damn gas mileage. Yeah. They don't tell you that when you buy it.
Yeah,
hey, look at all the torque. Look at all the power. Look at the 500 horsepower.
It says,
well, obviously I need 500 horsepower to carry a gas tank that big.
It says Viper on it. Why are you surprised?
Snakes don't use gas. I don't ever think I looked at the sticker on that truck just to see what the estimated gas mileage was.
You dealt with the truck. You know it's going to suck. You don't buy it for that reason. You buy it for other reasons. Nobody buys a truck for the mileage. I mean, the new Ford F-150s, they say make 21 on the highway. That's pretty damn good for a truck if they really get it.
But what's good in the city?
Yeah, 3.
I think I get 13 on the highway and about 8 on the city.
I think, what do you have, a V12?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Might be a 10.
I think it's a 12.
I've never counted the spark plugs.
But when you bought that truck, gas was probably $1.25, $1.50. It wasn't something you ever gave any thought about.
And I still do. Even though it's not going to make any difference to me because I don't drive that many miles, but I'm still going to stop. If I see gas for $1.79 and I see for $1.62, I'm going to stop and get the $1.62, even though I'm never going to notice a financial difference. I just like getting the deal. And I also don't like getting screwed, especially when I got a truck that's obviously got a leak in it.
There's no leak in it.
The gas is going someplace.
It's got 12 cylinders.
What kind of truck gets 11 miles a gallon?
That one.
Well, yeah, that's the one. We need a break? All right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Better than any TV soap opera. The Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
That was one of the arguments with OJ's trial is with the kidnapping charge. They nailed him with that because it was OJ. It was based on the murders he skated in the 90s.
You're right.
Because he didn't take anybody anywhere. No. But under the statute in Nevada, I guess holding anybody for any period of time is kidnapping.
Absolutely. They broke the law, and you're right. They wanted to be the ones to go, LA screwed it up, we're going to fix it. Look at us.
They already got turned down for an appeal, didn't they?
Not turned down they got turned down for a new trial. They still have appellate issues that will work their way through the system.
You know, they're going to play the all-white jury, And probably he got charged on things that they wouldn't have gone after anybody else on had it not been A, celebrity, or B, somebody who cut off people's heads.
And the fact that the prosecutor in his opening statement referenced the murder trial, I'm going to assume that's somewhere grounds for appeal that you right there tainted the jury.
You didn't. I don't care what you people do.
Okay.
Do not factor in the fact that he decapitated 2 people back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. We weren't really thinking that.
Well, and you shouldn't. There's no reason that should ever come to mind. There's no reason to go back and relive these pictures.
None of us were even thinking that. Oh my God.
Or this video of the slow speed chase.
That's horrendous. Put those pictures down.
Or all these blood splatters.
That's all I can think of now.
And here's a picture of a chartreuse elephant.
What?
Just trying to throw your mind off.
I got you. Thank you.
And that's going to have to be the biggest reason for his appeal.
Oh yeah.
And I still don't get why they didn't stick 1 or 2 blacks on there, just so at least that aspect was out of it when they went up to try and overturn the case.
The argument was that blacks make up like 10% of the Las Vegas.
Well, they had a couple of blacks on standby jury. Why not just bring them in and put the other white people outside?
Because you can't discriminate on race one way or the other.
Jury of his peers. I think a lot of people are going to go back and play it through their heads. If I'm going to think of yourself as a white guy, if you got a jury and they all come in as black, you might as well just go ahead and hang yourself there. That's the way a lot of white people are going to look at that. If an entire black jury comes in, you're going to think, well, my peers.
Well, but his lawyers got to help pick that jury. They were involved in the process.
Maybe his lawyers were trying to railroad him.
I don't think so. I just, it's OJ. You're right. It's hard to dismiss the murders and look at this. And anybody else, would they be charged? Would they be doing this? Probably not. But it's him. And that's it. And prove it, though. Prove that. Prove I thought about it.
Just the fact that they nailed him with all 14 counts. Not just enough to get him locked up. All 14. And a couple of ancillary charges. I think they threw in when they came back in the room.
Some parking tickets here.
And that's something you asked yesterday about.
Broken taillight.
Would you have found him guilty on everything? It's like the kidnapping and
the kidnapping I would let him go on if I was on the jury.
Yeah, and like the armed robbery part of it, being that you really couldn't prove he had a gun or it was tentative if he knew it was there. There were no pictures. There was nothing concrete that said OJ had a gun and that he knew everybody else had a gun, and the only people that could testify against him were the same dildos in his mob. Yeah, that are now trying to get a lighter sentence by rolling over on him.
So why not? Yeah, he told us to have guns. We tried to talk him out, but we told him not to.
Well, you certainly would. If it's me or you, bye.
So to convict him just based on thugs' testimonies, again, his own fault. That's what he surrounded himself with. Yeah, those your partners. You knew what they were capable of.
He brought him into this deal. They didn't bring themselves into this deal. They didn't just volunteer. They were brought in by him.
I think the most I would have gotten him on a jury, if I just could totally forget about the decapitations, is armed robbery. And I don't even know if I could go with the arm because everybody admitted he had no gun.
Yeah. I mean, you could do the assault or whatever else. I mean, but on another side of it is how arrogant was he? He had to know if he ever had to face a jury trial again, a criminal jury trial, there's a damn good chance they're going to exact revenge on his ass and he's going to jail for as long as possible.
He's been through a few other altercations since he's skated the murder trial. Maybe he thought he just had this enchanted life.
He thought wrong.
Maybe it's up to 65. All right, go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Good Lord, how long is that damn story?
Which one?
The bailout one.
Oh.
There are gift certificates for everything these days.
That still bums me out.
No problem. Here's the unbummed story. Air travel and karaoke. They go together, well, not exactly sure. Karaoke has landed at George Bush Intercontinental Airport just in time for the holiday season. Now you can clear security, step up to the microphone, and belt out your travel frustrations by singing the Beatles' Nowhere Man or Help. Or if you're not such a Grinch, you can whatever, bad names of songs. For the first time, the Houston Airport system is adding karaoke to its menu of holiday music entertainment. The first session was this afternoon behind security between terminals D and E.
And that's supposed to What? I just occupy my time while I'm in between
for your flight.
layovers?
Eliminates tension. Most of the airports now have choirs that come in. They have, at Charlotte, they have rocking chairs where you can just sit, you can rock, and just different things to distract you guys on a piano.
That's sensory overload.
Well, it just gives you something else to do other than sit.
Can I rock as long as I want?
Yeah, you really can.
If you put a piece of wood in front of me and tell me to whittle, I'm going to explode.
It just gives people something different to do than sitting. I think I accidentally said something.
How many? No,
go ahead. You're all right.
I was wondering how many times you're going to get that close to it.
Yeah, you danced around it.
Okay.
You stepped in it once.
Sit.
You still got a little bit down there.
In a chair and just
I know that.
Marinate the fact that you're not in an airplane. That's all.
He almost had Tourette's right there. He wasn't just going to say it once. He's going to say it like 8 times in a row. In case you missed it the first 7.
When I travel at Christmas every year, there's always some distractions at all the different airports. Now, I'll know one thing, though. Will not be taking Joy with me to Houston because she likes karaoke.
Does she have Tourette's, too?
No, she has no Tourette's. I just...
Ain't no liquor.
You're just talking along, and then you realize what you meant to say is not the way it came out.
Dude, where you been? But has that inflection since I've known you.
I swear to God, your head started twitching.
But most of the time, it's not a questionable word.
Times I'm surprised you don't just stop in the middle of the show and start going, 4! 4!
In 8 years, I've said 2 bad words by accident.
Oh.
2.
By accident?
Yeah.
No.
Are you talking about words or
phrases?
phrases?
Word and I said the S word our first day on the air.
There was a little episode when someone threw a firecracker in your
4
bag.
times I've said something bad. 4 times.
All right. Well, you're right. It's not bad for 8 years.
No.
But normally you seem to go in spells.
I don't spell anything.
No. You pronounce it.
God.
So, which airport is doing the karaoke?
Houston Intercontinental, or Bush International. Damn it. Yeah, that one.
And it's only Beatles songs?
No, that was just being cute in the story. They're just offering karaoke at the airport now.
Just gives people something to do while their airplane's late. And some people like to get up and have a couple of cocktails and then get up there and sing.
Yeah, that's not going to assuage my holiday travel. Hello, Joy.
So they give you a selection and can you do whatever you want?
I'm sure it's like anything else. You have a little book you look through. And
like Great Balls of Fire?
You probably do Great Balls of Fire if you'd like to.
At the airport.
Maybe they pull a few of them out that aren't so appropriate.
Burning down the house?
I don't think that's probably...
DOA by Blood Rock.
No, I wouldn't say that's going to be one of them at all, no.
Okay.
No.
Don't fear the Reaper.
God, quit it.
Knocking on Heaven's Door.
No, that's probably not going to be in there.
Black Curtains by Megadeth.
I'm thinking probably Happy Barry Manilow type tunes.
Them Bones by Alice in Chains?
No.
Okay.
No one would sing that at an airport.
About Free Falling.
God. No.
Learning to Fly.
Possibly. That's about flying.
Mm-hmm. Then you can follow up with your encore, Smoke on the Water.
No.
Highway to Hell.
We'll post that one out.
Blaze of Glory.
It won't be in there.
Ring of Fire.
Shouldn't sing that.
My Plane Fell Apart. I got it down. Bruce Springsteen, I'm on Fire. All right.
Final countdown, Europa.
Will you stop?
Crash Into Me, Dave Matthews.
We'll review the list.
We're done.
They'll all be happy tunes.
My plane fell apart.
Who's that by?
For more than a century, thousands of mentally disabled Americans were isolated from society, sometimes for life, by being confined to huge public hospitals. In at least one place, they still are. Texas has more mentally disabled patients in institutions than any other state, and the federal government has concluded that the state's care system is stubbornly out of step with modern mental health practices.
I wonder if the reason is we take better care of the mentally handicapped and other states just leave them running on the streets, or we just got more tards.
I don't think we have more tards. We just leave.
Well, we got, according to that survey, we got more tards.
Well, we have them still in the big hospitals. Most of them have brought them down to where it's more of a living facility than a storage facility. That's what the story's about.
Is that right?
Yeah. But it also is because we have more tards.
Well, we have more population, so maybe we have more
Darn.
People that are.
All right, so you'll say, well, you don't have a higher population than California, and really.
You got me on that one.
I wonder if the care for them is better here. We've got more facilities, like the Denton State School.
Well, I think that would just boil down to perception, because I think, more liberal thinkers might think that, a big institution and storage facility, like JD's saying, would be, less than good care. Whereas if they're in a nice, happy little home thing, then it's nicer.
They go back to some of these that were built in the 1800s when they were known as insane asylums, and now they're known as state schools and such. And so they have a bad reputation. They're just saying Texas.
Well, hang on. What was the thrust of the story, short of the fact that Texas is housing more tards?
According to Jeff Garrison Tate, an advocate who wants to close the 13 hospitals called state schools and move the patients into group homes, he says in Texas, it's like a time warp. Many of the nation's mental hospitals were first built in the 1800s, when they were often called insane asylums. But by the 1960s, most experts concluded that patients fared better in smaller community-based settings. The 13 facilities in Texas house nearly 5,000 residents, more than 6 times the national average. Once again, Texas is number 1.
So they're almost talking about not halfway houses, because a halfway house means you're on your way to someplace else. Just more of a community.
Right.
They want something nicer and sweeter and smaller, as opposed to,
a great big institution.
Yeah.
I don't get take someone like Dina Schlosser, who's the woman in Plano that cut off her baby's arms.
Right.
And she was in some kind of state-run mental hospital, and they already let her into a halfway house so she can go back into society. Seems like we would be on the other end of that, because it seems like you can
Do you know what he's talking about?
Nope.
We don't get it.
It seems like you can do horrendous stuff, and they let you out of the state hospital.
I think they're mostly talking about people that are just really retarded.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not somebody that got off because of insanity. Is that getting out of that?
Yeah, you got
Plus, you put them into these smaller homes, and they obviously can go and get jobs and support themselves.
Yes, they can. They get jobs and possibly support themselves.
How did you say that with a straight face?
Well, there are things that they can go out and do.
There are. What?
Window cleaners?
No. Well, let's quit it. God. Let this, just let this one go.
Okay.
Thank you. Don't. Window cleaners.
Studies have shown that
they're all clean and terrible.
We ain't bought Windex in 20 years.
So just let them out for a little break. Look at that. All the windows are licked clean. All you got to do is put a little gravy on it.
Stop.
Do we need a break?
Oh, no.
You look until you can see outside.
The perfect remedy for stress. The Russ Martin Show.
Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan.
We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Chaka Khan, let me rock Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, that's all I wanna do. Chaka Khan, let me rock Chaka Khan. Let me rock it, let me feel for you. Chaka Khan, what you tell me what you wanna do? Do you feel for me the way I feel for you? Chaka Khan, let me tell you what I wanna do. I wanna love you, wanna hug you, wanna squeeze you too. So let me take you in my arms, let me feel you with my charm, Chaka. Cause you know that I'm the one to keep you warm, Chaka. I make it more than just a physical dream. I wanna rock you, Chaka,
I don't know what the whole story is. Just flashed on CNN.
What?
Obviously, it's a female group. They're either protesting the Victoria's Secrets. I don't know if they've got a special. Yeah, they had one last night.
Yeah, it was last night.
Because Amy wanted to watch it. And I went, no, I'm not going to sit there and try and eat with my dinner up on my chin.
I'm sure she appreciated that.
So,
I think it had
obviously,
like 8
some group wants to be yanked off the air because it's sexist.
Oh, so I was going to say, are they wearing fur? Which the angle here? It's sexist?
No.
They're hot chicks. Shut up.
That's the problem. Only ugly women have issues with that.
It is sexist. Well, so hot chicks running around showing their boobs, running around their panties. It's something we want to see because we like sex. And as a result, I'm sexist. I want to see that. I don't want to see it last night because I was having fish.
But it's also sexism by their own choosing. It's not like anyone's forcing them to run around on TV in their underwear.
Yeah, but the same thing with pornography. Well, it what does it do to women?
Objectifies.
Yeah, it objectifies women. Sure.
It does.
You find a story?
Yeah.
And let's see. Fox's Secret Millionaire. Is that what they called it?
No, are you talking about the one about it just being
Victoria's Secret?
Being sexist?
Yeah.
There was no specific story on it.
Why you give me something about another show?
That's actually, it's just about the ratings last night and how Victoria's Secret did.
Well, I want the story about whoever's protesting it.
Well, no,
well, hang on. It's on CNN right now. What is that, just their topic?
Yes, that's the bitches on their topic.
Did you say bitches?
Yeah.
All right.
False image. I mean, what women, really walk around with angel wings? And,
women with high heels.
It's just hypersexual to me, and I don't.
It is hypersexual. That's exactly why it was on television.
Project women in that.
Can you hear me?
I don't understand what's wrong with. We all know that men look at women. They always have, and they always will. So I still don't. Maybe I'm missing the outrage gene on this, but Verena, I don't get it. I really don't.
I completely agree with you. I mean, obviously men always look at women, and yes, when they're dressed in bikinis or bras.
All right, but the topic they're going through is the sexist angle of it, and does it objectify women?
Right.
Well, yes! Let's see what it did in the ratings.
I have a story about it if you want.
I got it in my hand. CBS won a night filled with a bunch of specials and a reality show premiere. Season classic Rudolph guided the network to a victory in the 18 to 49 demo, averaging a 4.2 rating. CBS averaged I don't care about that. Also winning the 10 to 11 time period with the Victoria's Secret fashion show. They got a 3.6 rating with a 10 share. I talked about the other shows that I don't care about. They look like Rudolph cleared them out. Is that the same story you got?
No, I have a protest story.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the one that I wanted. Thank you for being a good worker, Dan.
You're mean.
You gonna read it?
Yeah, 2 women's groups and a media watchdog organization. I'll let you guess which media watchdog organization it is.
Whores?
No, Parents Television Council.
You got it.
How'd I guess that?
On Tuesday, had asked CBS, go us, not to air the Victoria's Secret fashion show, calling it a softcore porn infomercial. CBS said it was moving ahead with the broadcast. Anyway, obviously it did. Concerned Women for America, the National Organization for Women, and the Parents Television Council were among several groups protesting the televised fashion show, which was taped in New York City last week. ABC aired it last November, prompting an investigation by the FCC, which ruled it did not violate decency standards. You can only guess who complained.
Whores?
Also known as the Parents Television Council. Along with the airing of near nudity, the group said the show degrades women.
These women are making millions of dollars. Where's the degradation come from? Maybe. They're hot. They want to show off their bodies, and they know that we would like to see it.
Mm-hmm. It's only degrading for ugly women.
There you go. That's the answer.
Nobody can look like that. That's fantasy. That's a world that nobody can live in.
They managed what you just said. Who walks around in high heels and angel wings? You should. Your man would come home.
Yeah, if you get a body that deserved wings instead of horns, maybe I'd want to come to the house. Yeah. Pitchfork, bitch.
Spend less time complaining, more time doing crunches, bitch. Come on.
Elliptical. Get on one. Then maybe you earn your wings.
Velvet ring.
What's right?
How come they don't, object to Sunday afternoon football games or Monday night football when you have cheerleaders in tight-ass outfits dancing and parading around?
Because technically it's not their underwear. And that's what Victoria's Secret sells, is underwear.
It's also
it should be on television all the time because they're angels with high heels and thongs.
No.
And you can also go back and look at the demos. I don't have it for this show, but a good portion of the audience is women.
Absolutely.
Women look at that, and it's not ones that are twisted. Amy wanted to watch it last night. She just wanted to look at all the different fashions that were out. I couldn't sit through that because I knew I was going to blow on my fish. Hey, women look at that. Women like to look at other women. Women eat.
I know they do.
The ones that go to heaven do. You ready to go?
Absolutely. Oh, wow.
What's the matter, Al?
For more information on The Russ Martin Show, including pictures, videos, and more, go to russmartin.com. To answer any questions you may have about the show, go to russmartin.info. To email the show and during the show only, send that to studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites.
What's it go to heaven do?
Yeah. What, you think you think God's going to leave those lovely women out?
You get up to the pearly gates. You ever eat? No? Next. All good women who finish their plates go to heaven. That's the wrong
Other show websites. JohnDavidRyan.com, DanO'Malley.com, DJClo.net, TreyTrinholm.com. Limo service for the show is provided by Limo George. His website, LimoGeorge.com. The official liquor store of the show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits. Their website, MajesticLiquors.com. The official airline of the show is Southwest Airlines. Their website, Southwest.com.
And there's another reason to lead a life of purity, knowing that you could go to heaven, watch a bunch of angels doing scissors.
Now I can't eat my dinner.
How do you think them gates got pearly?
Oh, my God!
See you guys tomorrow.
Listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info. Russ Martin Show.